You already know. You already know. Tapping in. Tapping in. Testing. Testing. What's the deal? What's the deal? You already know. Cash Rules Global TV. Intellectual Street Thoughts episode 36. You hear me? About to do it up. Shout out to the chat. You know, we got to get the 2 minutes in real quick. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and bang that subscribe button. Spam up that like button, though. You hear me? And we're going to get to it. Man, I'm trying to figure out the word Elohim. What's the deal? What's the deal? We finna get to this 607 Unc on Diddy, and then I done found the PBD Charleston White podcast. Everybody wanted to see what that was like, so we about to get into that, brother. Shout out to you, bro. First one in the chat. Gotta let 2 minutes get by real quick. Hope your Sunday was smooth though, brother. I was this close not to get known. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna make it long. I ain't. No, for sure. Man, I was this close to not getting on, bro. Drifter, shout out to my dog. What's the deal, Mr. Yesterday, loved one? Hope your Saturday was cool. Global Drifter, that's too hard, not gonna lie. That shit look crazy. I gotta change mine. But you know, we gonna slow motion better than no motion right now. We gonna slow motion our way into it. It's been 2 minutes, right? Yeah, we good.
Girl you don't know that's gonna
We
act
just
like
gonna get into it slow motion and see what we on tonight.
no, they don't want no sex when you're rich. You know, they always act like that when you're rich. I don't want it, I don't want it. So you gotta just take it.
No, gang. Hey,
No,
no.
you don't think that's wrong? Like you think that's
That's
wrong?
wrong, gang.
But listen,
You know they gonna handle you different once you get on
no,
the yard.
no,
Right?
it's like this, right? If a girl take a flight, listen, if y'all watch this, let me know in the comments. If you pay for a girl a flight and she get to you, don't she owe you the sex after that because you didn't pay for the flight?
Yeah.
The team's struggling, but dead homies. What'd he do today? Or yesterday, excuse me, yesterday. The game was yesterday for sure. For sure, football season. Doing it up, about to do it up all fall. You about to be a busy mom for sure.
Guaranteed. So how you think
School, son, football. She.
the girls they had to get a flight? So they owe Diddy the coochie regardless.
But they say that's sex trafficking.
It ain't sex trafficking. Girl agree to give you sex. Listen, let's
But he got laws and rules that he got to.
let's be honest. I mean, Diddy the first nigga to get locked up for beating this bitch.
The first, I agree.
He locked up before he did the
I
Cassidy
agree.
game because listen, he drugged her through the hallway. He drugged her.
Will you do that to yours?
Everybody who ain't did that.
Who ain't?
Listen, everybody thought that was bad. That was bad. But listen, think they had a camera in your living room. Everybody watch this. If they put a camera in your living room, I guarantee you done did your girl worse than Cassidy.
Nah, for real.
Come on, gang. Everybody did. Everybody did it worse than Cassidy. Cassidy got done like that, and it was
Mr. Hawcom down is brazy. That means he be putting in work for sure. I respect that. No lie. As a collegiate football athlete, I know what that means. Dead on me.
not like this, right? It was like, damn.
I know what I say. Slow motion better than no motion. Sunday, we gonna get it in. Y'all know as the later than the chat get, the more bracken it get. I don't know why it's like that, but yep.
Why he ain't finished?
Yeah, why he ain't finished? Like, you got to go ahead and finish that. Like, he started good, but when he got
he ain't good.
No, we got to the room, we got to talking. What you talking for? Keep beating her. No, if you watch this, we ain't get beating women, and I don't like beating women, man, but sometimes when women sign up for that,
sometimes they do.
She signed up.
She slapped around.
No, it's different with Diddy. She signed a contract.
What?
Yeah, she signed a contract.
To get slapped around?
No, she was bad boy. And you know they do the bad boys.
Man, let me know if you need help. I done put together a few highlight tapes for sure.
They do the bad boys.
I did one for my uncle last
Same
season
thing happened to Cassidy.
for a son.
Yeah, but she signed though. So it's kind of like different. Like your girl, you ain't really, you know, your girl ain't your property. Like she ain't signing you. But she's signing him. Like signing her name online and Diddy name right next to that with no marriage. That's his property. What, you don't think that?
No.
He put
No, I
in
don't
one
think-
song, bro. She had that little skinny ass, the video, she had the white outfit on, the skinny ass, kept on poking her booty out, acting like he was big. You remember? She kept on poking her booty out like this. She poked it up out just a little bit.
I
Like
don't
this.
think you should do that, gang.
Come on, I'm just trying to show y'all she do.
Don't be showing.
I'm just
me
saying
that.
she was
You
poking it
showing
out.
Gang, sit down.
I'm
gang.
saying
Gang, sit down.
that's gay.
Gay, yes, that's gay.
I ain't know.
Sit down.
I'm just saying she was. Remember, I was trying to show you can remember. She was poking it out. Let me show you again.
Hell no.
No, she was poking it out just a little
I
bit.
ain't gonna lie. I clicked off. If he really poked it out, that's crazy.
Remember,
Okay.
Ooh, 13 and up. He playing with the big dog.
She
was
wasn't
it
really
big?
fit.
Was it big?
No, it wasn't big, like a little bitty bump.
A little bitty
It,
bump.
it was like Gorilla before she got the BBL.
Yeah.
The first Gorilla.
Oh, so I know
The
she
first
ain't have-
gorilla.
She ain't had no ass. Did
Yeah,
she?
the first Gorilla. The Gorilla with the fucked up teeth.
with the fucked up.
That's
teeth.
the ass she had.
Oh, okay.
So, but-
she had.
Yeah, she had it. They would have make it like she had one. And like the crazy part to me was she came up with the song now. Diddy, he only give his artists one song. The only person he gave two songs was Biggie Smalls. And he gave him the second album was a double album, but he only gave him one song. They did that shit and they killed Craig Mack. Ooh, Diddy them. Diddy been killing shit. Diddy don't play no games. Nigga, he put that gun on that nigga. What's that one nigga he got signed like Diddy? Biggie Smalls. He ended up sending him to Shine.
Shine,
He
yeah.
sent Shine to jail.
Yeah, did all that time. What Shine did like 10 years?
Yeah, now listen, Shine
Or
over in
Shine
other
did
countries now.
100
He running for president and shit.
Nah.
He said, man, I swear to God, he like, fuck, he don't rap no more. Listen, it's crazy. This what Craig Mack said. And Craig Mack dead. He said this, he meant this. When he died, don't even let Diddy pay for his funeral or come to his funeral. When he died, Diddy was not allowed at his funeral, gang.
So he
They
think
couldn't
Diddy
even
was
donate
gonna
no
freak
money.
on him or something?
Somebody fact check this.
No, come on, gang. No,
I'm just saying, why you
come
don't
on,
want
bro.
him to come to the
Come
funeral?
on.
Shout out to the members of the channel though. Elohim in here doing it up.
Man, like, you don't want to
Diddy
pay
ain't
for
gonna,
it.
Diddy don't like to get freaked on. He like to get the nut and rub it on his nipples.
What?
You know he like it on
Nah,
his nipples.
I don't know nothing.
You know what he
gang.
like.
Nah, I don't know
It was like-
nothing.
come
How
on,
you
gang,
gonna you know what he like?
Yeah, I know. Everybody know what Diddy like.
What you mean? How
Who
you know?
don't know what Diddy like, gang? What Diddy like is public information. He like Meek Mill. He like, you know what he like?
Meek Mills?
He love Meek Mill.
What?
That's his man.
Nah,
But
gang.
listen, we got to break down Diddy case. Diddy just got sentenced today, gang.
He
And
got
everybody like he finna get life. He finna get 30,000 years. Listen, if you're watching this, listen, y'all know Diddy just got sentenced, man. And shout out to Diddy, man. But
Oh,
we gotta
it is
unpack this
crazy.
shit. We gotta unpack it the way it's supposed to be. Right?
Damn.
Now, Diddy already beaten Cassidy. We already got to the bottom line that everybody beat they
Gang, why you keep touching me? Huh? You keep touching me and shit.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Team Mom Drifter? That's raw. That's
Now
raw.
you got
No, I'm just
Now
saying,
I'm gay.
gang, like,
now I'm gay. Now I'm gay. Now I
Diddy-
can't touch you. When you talking in the hood, you touch people, gay. We talking.
nah, we two men, we don't do that.
In the hood, we do.
Hell motherfucking no.
So we
Not
don't
with
do
my
that.
Hood. Hell motherfucking no. I'm gonna keep my hands to myself and you keep your hands to yourself.
Good
We
idea.
don't do all the touching and shit, gang.
What type of time you on?
Let's finish what we doing.
No, you just trying to embarrass me?
No. What you was saying?
I mean, I know what I was saying. Like
you said
you
Diddy,
uncomfortable.
you said
You
Diddy.
uncomfortable around men?
Man.
You
Oh,
uncomfortable
yeah,
around
bang
straight
that. I
men?
ain't said that all night. Hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. New content dropping daily.
Man, let's get back to what we were talking
So
about.
are you comfortable around straight men? I'm a straight man.
Oh, okay.
You uncomfortable around straight man?
No.
I'm just saying, like, it's getting hot in here. I'm just saying, though.
What you
I said,
oh hell no. Now we
What?
talking about Diddy. You done got
No,
on
it's
some
getting
Diddy
hot.
shit.
I'm
What
put my-
baby oil at? You got some baby
Oh,
oil
you
in
get
them
off my
motherfuckers
shit
too?
back on. You tweet.
Yeah, you got some baby oil in. What a baby oil at? You got some baby oil in them motherfuckers?
I ain't know you can do all that.
No, I'm just saying. I ain't know you finna get out your clothes and
But
shit.
you get ready for me when I get off my
Nah,
phone.
hell,
That's looking
Get
concerned.
ready. What the fuck
You asked
Ready for me is crazy.
baby
Man,
all.
come on, get back to what we were talking about.
I'm concerned.
I'm just saying, you getting out your shirt.
You just make me concerned, gang.
You know what I'm saying? I
I'm
ain't
for
know. I'm
real.
looking for the baby oil. What you got? Baby oil? You finna rub on you or something?
I thought you was gonna rub it on me.
Where it's at then?
This a repeat of Brick Baby? What's
Listen, if
going
you're
on?
watching this, P. Diddy just got sentenced. We'll talk about Diddy. Diddy just, my bad for touching you. We got to talk about Diddy, right? Diddy just got sentenced, gang. This time that he got gonna mess y'all up. A lot of y'all probably know, but a lot of y'all don't know why he got the time that he got. Listen, in the federal system, right, they got a guideline, boy, right? And normally, if you had a lot of time before, like your case, it'll go to this way, and then your offense level go this way. So Diddy had a offense level that went that way, and plus because he ain't had no criminal history. Had Diddy been locked up before? Oh, only for that Shine case, but he beat it.
Yeah,
He beat it. He gave it to Shine.
Yeah.
Wait, is that kind of like a beat it?
I don't even think he beat it. I don't even think
He passed it to Shine.
Yeah.
No clue. No clue. Probably the same question people are gonna be asking when I get on that couch. Who is this nigga?
So is that snitching? Is Diddy a snitch? He the first original snitch? Well, he didn't have to snitch. He just let his lawyer do it.
You know, 607 got that content out, so he be putting people on.
Yeah, he just let his lawyer do it.
So that was
well, really, I don't even think he had to do that. I think Shine just was like, "Hey, that's
I'm gonna take it."
Yeah.
Oh, so Shine he bent himself over and got fucked.
Yeah, because I think Diddy promised him some money.
Man, but our Shine gonna be mad about it after it's already done.
Because he didn't get what was promised to him.
What was promised to him?
Some money.
Nah, ain't nobody getting no money from Diddy.
Yeah, he was. Well, that's what Diddy told him to take that charge. Diddy was willing to pay anything to not get locked up the first time.
So I mean, Diddy been doing shit like
he
this.
Been doing shit.
Listen, if you watching this, man, y'all know how Diddy go, man. But Diddy been doing this. But Diddy just got sentenced today, gang. Did he do it? Yes, he did. Right?
Yeah.
What did he do though? Who knows what he did? Whatever. Nah, I thought. Hey, I heard YNW Melly was getting out of jail. I heard that. That's what I heard. Yep, I heard it. Oh, we about to get to the Charleston White PBD podcast that everybody wanted to see. Shit, I want to too, not gonna lie. I didn't even know it existed. Hit that like button. Shout out to the chat. Best chat on YouTube. We're finna do it up on this Sunday. The later, the greater.
Roku self-serve app.
Hit that like button. Let's get some like-minded people in the community. Non-biased content.
Cycle was on spin.
Holy shit.
So
I heard they say that I heard he not either. But I ain't seen no narratives on it. And there's some new narratives on the Charlie Kirk shit too. Let me see if I can find that while we're looking at it.
Broke everything from my waist down. So I was immobile for probably almost 2 years. Just laying on my back in a body cast. At the age of 5 years old, I learned how to walk in a body cast with a full body cast. Just
at 5 to 7 years old.
Yeah. And then I put my eye out at 8 or 9.
How'd you do that?
Playing with a homemade slingshot. So I took a pencil, a rubber band, got ready to shoot the rubber band, and the pencil flicked back and poked me in the eye. So that's what we did.
And this is where this is in Fort Worth?
This is in Fort Worth, yeah. So I fell in the washing machine at 5, had to learn how to rewalk again. So by 8 or 9, I done injured my eye. I was a very ambitious kid, adventurous, but in some household, they might say that's a bad child. He won't sit his butt down nowhere. So there's adjectives and traits that a kid gets, but a jacket will get placed on him because he's always in the shit, he's breaking stuff. Yeah. So I was that kid that was always in the stuff as well as hurt myself. So they labeled me as being injured prone. You always gonna hurt yourself. I was just a braveheart, jump off a building, and that's what boys did.
And are you from a big family? A lot of brothers?
I'm from a big. It was just me and my brother, but I got a lot of cousins.
You got a lot of cousins.
I got a lot of cousins.
And are you older brother or younger?
I'm the younger. I'm the baby.
You're the baby.
Yeah, I'm the mascot of the family.
You're the mascot of the family. Okay, so then what happened? I think at 14 years old, you got in trouble at 14 years old.
Yeah. So I spent from age 8 to 9. I had 9 eye surgeries.
Yeah, we about to get to that, David, real quick, since there is an update. Shout out to Drifter. It's for sure an update, but I'm about to see why, though. We're going to see why together. You know how we do. We drop them glows in the chat. We won over here. Each one teach one. Cardi Z,
all right, ladies.
The deal? Shout out to you.
And gentlemen, so before we get into the actual news and the meat and potatoes, I just want to announce that I officially have my own podcast on Spotify by the doing
bro.
follow me on IG at MauryHQ. I do today's latest update from multiple news sources, by the way. Multiple media outlets have reported that David has not been named as a murder suspect in Celeste Rivas's case. Police confirm in a new statement, and this was reported by Daily Loud, Drama Alert, Say Cheese, Rap House, E! News, BET, and many other media outlets in regards to the latest updates surrounding this case. Now, one thing I do want to make abundantly clear is that just because he has not been yet named as a suspect in this case does not mean that the police, law enforcement, FBI is not watching him as a potential.
Was this a trick or something? So he could just move freely? What's going on here?
Potential suspect. So to make things abundantly clear, I'm pretty sure police and detectives on this case are sitting on a boatload of evidence of which they're probably going to use to prosecute David. You know, of course, people are upset and angry about this. They're questioning why he has not been locked up already, as if police officers nationwide haven't arrested people for much, much less. Of course, David being in a privileged position, regardless of where you believe that privilege is coming from, is
where is the privilege coming from? Because shit, we still the same skin color, right?
the reason for why he has not been behind bars yet, obviously. But of course, when you're dealing with someone, you know, this rich, this powerful, with this many connections, not
is David that famous? Is he that on?
saying like the guy's like the Joker or anything, but he is rich, so he can afford to hire the best lawyers. And that is exactly what he's done. As according to independent.com, independent media outlet, they say David hires Harvey Weinstein lawyer as police investigate how teenager's body came to be found in his Tesla. And if we all know who
How is he not a suspect? I'm confused. I think they just taking my video last time we was talking about this. I gotta watch my words.
Harvey Weinstein is, media Hollywood mogul who got
That's why
out
we ain't talked about Charlie Kirk again because I gotta watch my words.
in the Me Too era. And actually, I'm not entirely sure if he's still in prison or not. I believe he went to prison. I'm not sure if he's out yet, but that's a little background on the type of lawyer he just hired to defend him in this case. And as you can see here from ABC News, they say in their article that teen's cause of death still undetermined after body found in David's Tesla. Death certificate
How the audio is it? Y'all hearing double or just one? Because I heard double.
reveals. And the latest news I heard was that the two possible ways of death she could have died, right, was either by overdose, drug overdose, or strangulation. That is the likely probable scenarios that a lot of internet sleuths, detectives, and people online suspect to be the case.
I did hear that he was set up as a narrative, but set up by who? Who, what, when, where, why?
Certificate revealing few clues about how Celeste Rivas died, only that she was not pregnant. The cause of death
Also heard that it was a different Celeste.
listed as deferred as the coroner and detectives worked to figure out how the 15-year-old's decomposing body ended up in the front trunk of a Tesla registered to singer David.
In order for there to be a prosecution, law enforcement has to find some key pieces of information when it comes to a potential homicide. First, they actually need to figure out if it's a homicide or not. And the autopsy report will help give them that. Then they have to figure out the who and the how in order to bring charges.
What do you mean? The autopsy report is the only thing that determines if it's a M or not? If it's an unalivement? How else did she get in the trunk?
So as we just heard, her death certificate pretty much has her cause of death as deferred, which pretty much means they cannot rule out a specific cause of death. And it does indicate that she was not pregnant, as the newscaster said. So obviously, with a little common sense here, we can all assume that detectives, they've seen everything we've seen. They've seen all the reports, the documents, the videos, the audio, the Discord logs, the TikTok posts, the pictures with Celeste. They know that was his girlfriend. They know that he was with her. They know that he was likely keeping her in his house and that she likely died in his house. Something went very wrong there. I don't know what specifically happened, but we are assuming that there are many different possibilities. Maybe she tried to leave. Maybe she didn't want to stay with him anymore. Maybe she got pregnant. Maybe he didn't want the world to find out. Maybe she wanted to go public and he had to keep it all under wraps, right? So this is going to be a very long case. Cases like this sometimes even take years and years to figure out what truly happened, right? So with that said, although I know a lot of people are angry and mad and are upset, David is not yet listed as a suspect in this case, although behind the scenes, he may be a potential suspect. It's going to be very hard to likely pin this murder on him since the body's decomposition or state of decomposition prior to it being found in that Tesla was very severe to the point to where people initially thought it was chopped up through the verbiage of dismembered. But to state this again, the body was not likely chopped up by David. It was just naturally dismembered or falling apart due to the natural decomposition of the human body, or any corpse for that matter, in the heat in a tightly compact space like the front of a Tesla trunk, in the raging heat in a California environment in the middle of the summer. I mean, good God, I'm hearing reports that she may have been dead for at least 4 weeks before being discovered in that Tesla. Also, according to E! News, they say David's manager speaks out amid Celeste Rivas Hernandez's death investigation. However, the manager, by the name of John Marshall, he came out and said, and I quote, "This has been a tough time for my family as I am a father of 3 children." He said, and I quote, "Also, I work remotely 95% of the time, and my job doesn't require me to have much interaction with any of my clients / David, as there are many others that work with him on a day-to-day capacity. Not me. This news is tragic for so many and for her family. I hope the proper authorities get to the bottom of it soon." The article.
Drifter, you see how quiet I am. I ain't never this quiet. We all watch the videos together. We all come down to the conclusion together. But I'm honestly confused with a capital K.
Also goes on to say, in addition to noting, and I quote,
Because if that was one of me or my dogs, guilty until proven innocent, dead homies.
"A lot of this is speculation and alleged." Marshall concluded with, and I quote, "In the meantime,
Just like that dude, that young man who got unalived from being hung in a tree, like he did it himself. Confused.
I'm with my family helping them emotionally
He didn't do it. Somebody she knew, he's rich. He wouldn't put
get
her
through the
in.
news of this tragedy."
Why would he be with a 15-year-old? Change the Don. He's rich. Why would he be with a 15-year-old if we're going on that logic? Intellectual street YouTuber on this side. We're going to have to figure this out.
News has reached out to Marshall for comment, but has
And can't have one without the other.
not yet heard back. I'd also like to note that his manager goes by the name of J Mogul on Instagram. His bio says music exec, manager, father, and house husband. Mogul vision, play chess and not checkers, right? Generic shit. But clearly this guy's page is now private and he does not want to be associated with this whatsoever. Although David, I believe, was his top creator, his top artist, the moneymaker for this guy. So hey, obviously now he's trying to distance himself. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today's update on that case. Also, guys, remember to go follow the pod.
Let me know how y'all feel about that. What we feeling? Did he do it? Did he not do it? What's everybody's conclusion? Is they pump faking him, 120?
We have got to the point.
If you're not there's confusion and illusion, why wouldn't I be out that case?
Point where
the cycle was on spin.
Holy shit.
So I broke everything from my waist down. So I was school because of the culture. So we went from wearing.
But your first comment, I thought you thought otherwise, DC. He know what's going on for sure. He was rocking with her since she was 11 years old. Weirdo.
MC Hammer pants.
Yep.
I'm not change the plan. I don't care what his music is. I don't know his music, so his music narrative and perspective is irrelevant to me. I'm seeing it like a juror. I don't believe in coincidences, and at the end of the day, she was 15. He met her when she was 11. No passes on this side. 0.
The baggy MC Hammer with the Giorgio Brutini shoe with the gold tips on them.
We're gonna have to agree to disagree, or not.
We went from doing that to abruptly from wearing polka dot shirts, silk shirts, pumps in the bunch, bikini draws, like to Dickies and Killers now.
That's right.
We abruptly did that.
I remember Dickies. I remember Dickies, Cortez.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's so I remember 7th grade. I had the elite shoes with fur around.
We all got everything in it for sure.
The Jabot jeans. Summer of I think 1989 when Colors came out.
That's all I'm saying. Change the plans. We just got to keep it. You know what I'm saying? Keep it clean on this one. No matter what, at the least, he should be down for rocking with an underage little girl.
And we got introduced to
What a great movie.
Man, what a great movie. What a legend movie. When we got introduced to that, it sowed a seed throughout America. Just like Menace to Society, Boys in the Hood, Scarface, The Birth.
And anybody, I'm not gonna lie, that is not in the chat, because we're just saying our opinions on the case. But anybody who's actively putting money behind, I'm talking about like i.e. managers on his team and that type of nature, not the general public. Anybody backing him in that type of nature, knowing that he got a 15-year-old tatted on him, I'm looking at you crazy with a capital K2.
Of a New Nation, movies like that. Yeah. So that was one of those kind of movies. And children shouldn't have watched it.
Colors.
Yeah.
I don't care how much
One of the
money
things
you
that
bring in. All money ain't good money. Dead homie. That's strange. Let me shut up before I get
Interesting. So you're saying those movies brought bad habits to good neighborhoods.
The Birth of a New Nation did. That's what a Ku Klux Klan formed from.
Got it.
And got even stronger after that movie.
So are you hanging out with troublemakers in Arlington, or are you watching, you know?
I've never seen. So I'm in a suburb. So you got to think, at 5 years old, I'm in a hospital learning how to rewalk again. I'm getting a private tutor. So I'm not outside playing.
Right.
I'm physically disabled.
Right.
As soon as I get ready to play, boom.
Young Chucky, you just gonna get in here commenting. You ain't gonna say what's up. You ain't gonna say what's the deal. What's the word, boy? Little Chucky.
So at 9 years, 8, 9 years, so from 5 to 8,
yeah,
I got a little 3-year time span. But 2 of those years, I'm learning how to rewalk again. So 1 year, I finally get to play with kids as a regular kid. Boom, put my eye out. 9 eye surgeries from the age 8 to 12. So I get my eye took out like 5th grade. I got the prosthetic.
I'm really just confused. How is his whip, his crib, his lady? Like I said, any other guilty until proven innocent, unless you OJ.
All you have to do is make an example out of one person before many people. The police do it. Just
well, excuse me, Chucky.
All you got to do is make an example out of one before many, and word travels. Nothing
Oh, you
spreads
did.
like word of
Which shows
mouth.
out the globe.
Many hit him in his eye, man. So who wants to mess with a person that don't talk and pow? So that was my defense mechanism, and I knew I could get out. I could get away with it because he was talking about my eye, mama. So I had to say.
Big Young
So I
Chucky,
had
not
a cop
the
out.
little one dead.
I learned how to
homie.
use a cop out at an early age in life.
Do you think that's a common pattern, or did you how did you learn it? Did somebody teach you, or do you think you just had it?
Resiliency and wherewithal from feeling what you're feeling.
Did your brother also have it, or you had it more than he did?
What's that?
The ability to manipulate and feel like a victim.
No.
Forgiven.
My brother got caught for everything.
He got caught with everything.
He got caught for doing wrong. I was a very charismatic child. So charisma go a long way, even when you're lying.
What month's your birthday?
May 17, 1977.
Interesting.
So I'm a borderline Gemini, full-blooded Taurus. But I was an honest kid. So if you press me too much, I will come out and tell the truth, even to this day. If my woman said, did you do it? Did you do it? If I happen to keep lying, I feel like a coward. Yeah, I did it. Fuck it. Yeah, I did it. She can get it out of if you keep pressing me.
Got it.
Cowards lie.
Does she get it out of you quite often?
Yeah. I'm a very honest. I'm a brutally honest man. Do you
How does
love
she
her?
handle it?
Yeah, I love her.
You tell her.
Yeah, if I love my other woman, yeah, I love my other woman. Baby, you think I look fat in this? You know you look fat in it, baby. That's why you asking me. See, why you asking? Why you putting this pressure on me? You know you look fat in it. That's why you asking. So some people can handle the truth. It's the ugly truth that they can't handle. Say what's up, everybody.
Shout out to the chat, super chats and cash apps. Welcome for the Fago And purple Skittle fun.
And my homies like to play this game. Some call it Amtrak, but some call it the train. We all would line up in a single file line and take our turns waxing girls' behinds. Every time it get to me, I was out of luck because I stick my end and it would get stuck. The girl will say stop, I say I'm not. The girl will say stop, I say I'm not. But we dance to it. There's another song. I take her back to the trap. I gave her a perk, and she ain't even know it. Then she dropped the panties. So when we watch the frat parties, what was that? Porky's Revenge?
1, 2, 3 ass
hey,
rap.
that's Spike the Punch. The girls don't know the Spike's Sponge. When we see a bunch of girls, hey, baby, let me get you a drink. Come over, let's have some drink. Drink to do what? And have sex. That's coercion. She has to have a sober mind. So that's our culture.
Olvida todo lo que sabía sobre los juegos de guerra.
That's
El
a
fuego
crazy
de
commercial. Shout out to the chat, Mars Queen Marlene. Mars Queen Marlene, what's the deal? How you doing, sweetheart, on this beautiful Sunday? What's the word?
Hollywood entertainment. They
because it didn't
they
romanticize
romanticize.
like
Now they romanticize it.
When you see the videos of back in the days, African American families.
I learned what GTSY mean. GTSY. Good to see you.
Suits, the way they dressed, clean, solid, strong. What got into that? You're saying purely
for sure. Like I said, cash apps and super chats for the purple Skittle fund for sure.
Hip hop and movies.
A group of teenagers that became a phenomenon, like the Beatles, NWA. Not only that, you got this group that know things about crack that the rest of America don't know. They the first crack babies. They the ones told us in songs, mother smoke crack and your friends can have sex with them. Boys in the hood is always hard. We didn't know about a strawberry. What is a strawberry? A woman who sell her body for crack. You know how many of our aunties that end up doing that? You know how many guys that was in middle school that sold dope and his best friend mom was on dope and he ended up effing his best friend mom? And now they hate each other to this day. So it wasn't just hip hop. It was the lyrical content that children was being able to have access to. This is before the parental advisory stickers. Not only that, you got this music, which if you wanna check the temperature of your youth's mentality, listen to the music. So now you got this new chemical that was made in a laboratory. Black people didn't know how to cook crack. That's a chemist method. Somebody had to teach them. By the way, government taught somebody how to do this. When we watched the movie Snowfall. So when they came out of California to come spread crack throughout America, who they bring? The gangs. Throughout the South, these little small country towns who people are fascinated by California from what we've seen on television. And we emulated a culture that was more destructive than the Ku Klux Klan and the Jim Crow system.
Wow. And you're saying it was intentional?
Nobody thought it would become this. It was dismissed. There's a bunch of kids from the ghetto rapping. It was dismissed.
What song you got? And why you ain't send it to my IG so we could be banging it on the stream? What's going on?
No one could predict what crack was going to do to Black America. Nobody could have predicted that.
What do you think about Rick Ross, the OG, not the rapper? I'm talking about the real.
He was an illiterate man who the government used as a pawn.
Whoa! I had him on a podcast. We talked about it.
Yeah, he's very educated now.
Man, shout out to Steve DC. We do it up every night. We welcome everybody in this community. Everybody opinion welcome. Everybody narrative. We can agree to disagree. We're gonna have the conversation. Shout out to you.
I like the tenacity that you have to have as an illiterate man.
Right on, bro.
You know, he's a front. These are poor children who don't know if I get this, because where we get this from? How do I know if I sell this can put me away from life and I'm not hurt nobody? I'm going to feed my family. The people coming to buy it. What Black man knew when they was touching dope that this could put me away forever?
That's a good fact. There's still men in jail right now for that concoction. Freedom Man.
They didn't even know what it would do. They didn't even know what it would do. So a lot of it was out of survival. Some of it was out of greed.
Hey, Steve, that's man. Every person I appreciate, because without y'all, I'd be here talking to my camera. I don't take any individual for granted.
But most people started selling drugs out of nature's first rule of self-preservation.
Yeah, when I had him, he was one of the biggest drug lords, by the way. He was making real money. I mean, he was an OG making a lot of money, and the way he got caught was very interesting, and how it got big. But I just pulled up a number right now. Black Americans are 13% of the population, yet they account for 37% of crack users.
It was given directly to them. Cocaine was a rich person's drug. Crack is the only drug you say, hey man, I got $2, and you get your $2 hit. No other drug you can do that. The weed man don't do it. The liquor man don't do it. Crack was the heroin guy don't do it. Crack was the only drug you can come with a bunch of quarters and say, man, I got $1.50. It wasn't it's not a long-term high like acids or Molly. It's a short high. But the dopamine that it feeds.
Actually, he educating anybody younger or didn't grow up in the 80s.
What makes it so dangerous?
I didn't.
How do you address it at this point? How do you address it now? Like if you
just like the first the guys who created AA and NA. You don't change that method. That method have always worked and it still work today. You can't change nothing if the person don't want to change.
Can you reverse the effects of it today?
Well, yes.
How would you do it?
Well, yes and no. Because it's just like the pandemic virus was real big and they pushed it on us. They pushed us on us. Well,
it's already danger or what, bro? Let me know. Irene Davis, what's the deal? Now, for reading books, for sure. Shout out to you for tapping in again.
What, since 97, all you heard about was crack babies. All they showed us what crack does to a baby. Where are they now? The crack babies done grew up and had babies. Where are they babies at? What they babies doing? They're the violent ones that we see today. That's 10, 11, 12 years old.
Who got him on here?
These are the violent, these are the kids we are afraid of right now. Them crack baby kids. Then, if you want to put that on Black America, psychotropic drugs that white people been getting their white kids. ADHD medication. So, and then this is a group of children who are human detached from humanity because they're in the metaverse world. So they don't have the same compassion, the care, concern that regular humans should have because we have human attachments. They don't go outside to play. Most households, when I get my plate, I go over there, you go over there, mama in there. We don't eat together, so there's real no attachment. How are we going to reverse that? And we don't even have connection with our own children. We can't connect with the youth now. We're too busy fighting over Democrat and Republican, and we're losing our children. Not just by violence, by opioids, suicides.
Zero helps me take my business anywhere I want.
It's wrong for me to eat Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Shout out to the best chat on YouTube, doing it up nice and safe in here on this Sunday. Brian H., official member. What's the deal?
It starts in the mirror. It starts in your mirror. When you come through washing your face, coming out the bathroom, you look around in your household and see if the bed is made up before you say something to your spouse. Then once you kind of pick up what you can pick up, then you start directing to your woman and your kids. Then you come outside and say, hey, how you doing, neighbor? But most people want to start in the world, in the community, in my city. Now start in your home. From the mirror.
I got you.
Yeah. That's how you fix your community. That's how you fix the world. Fix what you see in the mirror. Come out, look around the house. Fix what needs to be repaired in the house. Go outside and be neighborly. Hey, what's going on, neighbor?
And then super chats we can get premium for
interesting
real.
Perspective. What's your opinion on Planned Parenthood?
Planned Parenthood is our new Hitler, our new Nazi group. that's exterminating strictly black people, because the founder of Planned Parenthood, Margaret Sanger, said this is solely to eradicate eugenics, to eradicate black babies. Why we still got it hanging around?
You own some with that 5G. Got to watch my words on that too.
It does nothing but
Man
abort
in the
babies.
mirror, for real.
Most women who need prenatal care don't go there. Most black women don't even get prenatal care. They don't even know they're pregnant till 4 months in. Still high on drugs they were partying off of. So now Planned Parenthood should be banned. I was gonna say something inflammatory, but no, it should be banned because it serves no purpose and no justice to the community it claims it's serving.
Why do you think it's gotten as big as it's gotten? Who's supporting it? Who's because the way it's sold in a way that, you know, women's rights, it's good for women, and they have a pro-choice.
Man, you know how many, you know how much stem cells they get to collect? Man, yeah, they get the whole new forms of life from these aborted embryos and fetuses. They get to do tests like lab rats on humans with no oversight. We don't know what they do with those bodies, those babies. So there's no oversight, really. They get to do what they want to do. But the originator, Margaret Sanger, this was never set up to be something good. So how can you change anything's original design if you can't go back and change the design? Why abort the babies? Why not try to find the daddy? Y'all come together, get him some resources to breathe life and keep life instead of take life. Why kill the baby? If I get mad at my dog, I can't shoot him, I can't feed him, but I can go kill my baby? You'll put me in jail if I can't feed my dog no more, kill him, abandon him, and she can go kill the baby without the father's consent. She didn't make the baby by herself. So our government get this woman and this organization to kill a man's baby without his permission. How can you do that?
How?
In what world is that all right? She gonna do it behind my back. I ain't got, man, what if I want to keep this life? What if we killing the next president? You don't know what we taking away from the world when you do that.
Half the population disagrees with you. Why do you think that is?
Half the population.
Half the population disagrees with me. Because we live in a society and era, but this group of Americans look at right and say right is wrong, and look at wrong and say wrong is right. I don't know how much longer we can go on because we've never been that kind of country. Even when we got here with the forefathers, they fought over slavery. They just say, hey, yeah, we go. No, they really fought over it. They spent days and months and years trying to put a fork. No, and it was people saying, no, man, we know this ain't right. Man, it's a necessary evil. Everybody's been slave. But man, they fought against that. They just, America just didn't dive in and say, okay, that's what we want to do.
That's why people hate Charleston White, and I hate him too, but I don't.
Really fought against that. Locked themselves in rooms like they do now. Right now, they fighting over bullshit. Man, them people, really, they fought over that, if you really know history.
For real, Drifter dead, homie.
So you're saying this is something worth fighting for, and
the rights that we have, the rights that we had and we knew as children, our children would never know. So I think it's worth fighting so they can know what a summer of 1985 and 87 was like when you didn't have to worry about kids getting killed by gun violence. Never crossed nobody's mind. Man, we could walk to the mall, go here. And
this whole chat is nothing but pure love. For sure.
We never had a pervert kidnapping nobody. All the perverts was in the family. Wasn't strangers. We looking for strangers, but it's your cousins, it's your uncles. Them the people that's doing it. But we looking for strangers. So, man, our kids don't know what it's like to be free and have real freedom because they exist in the metaverse world that have community guidelines that don't allow them to have free speech. So what outlet do our children have that we have where they can have freedom of expression? They can't. Everybody's offended. So yeah, these children are in the box. Like, you know, I actually read the book and saw the movie, the movie V for Vendetta. That's where we're in America right now.
Multitasking, I appreciate you, MQL.
We just had got to the end of the movie.
Pops, what's the deal?
Roku self-serve.
Shout out to the community. Take this time to hit that like button, spam it up. Spam up that interaction button until you get hit it 1,000 times. Everything help the community. Interaction is key. Shout out to y'all.
How do you think this thing ends?
Good wins, evil loses. Yeah. Love conquer hate, and then another civilization to start over again. Because this group cannot go on another 100 years. Everybody's too hateful. Everybody's too hateful. It ain't just white people, black. Everybody hate everybody. Don't like no. So only thing ain't hating is the things in nature. So I think love's conquer all. There'll be a small group of Americans who really love Americans and love humans and can appreciate life after all the destruction and disasters they done seen done upon earth based on mankind, and they go live nature-free people like Tarzan.
Who's evil today? If you were to say evil, where's evil coming from?
The Bible says, and I'm just saying what's been quoted, evil exists in high places. High places and high principalities. Evil don't exist among poor people. But some of the most evil things appear to happen down off in poverty. Nah, that ain't evil. Those are conditions and circumstances that have been created not by your choice. Evil exists at the top. Evil gets to decide which military drop bombs. That's evil. The destruction and disaster that these men can cause, and they never touch a battlefield, that's evil. They're sending other people's children. That's evil. If they had to send theirs, they'll think about going to war. If they had to put on a uniform like General George Washington did, get on the goddamn horse and fight with these soldiers, Trump, all of them, they'll stop wars. Now, Putin is the only one capable and has the wherewithal to be a soldier.
Get on horses is crazy. But do CW got a point? Or nah? Where we heading with this?
That's why I respect him and I love him. So when I heard Trump and all these other weak politicians talking to a real killer like this man done killed people. Y'all ain't never killed them. Y'all been killing Durham. And he killed callously, cold hard. Them the leaders we need.
Killers?
For the nation. You got killer military. Your generals are killers. You train children to kill. Why can our commander-in-chief of our military be a killer? We need killers running as commander-in-chief. Let the president be vice president, but let a commander-in-chief be a military motherfucker.
Do we got a point? We don't need war at all, but in this society, do we got a point? Shout out to the chat. Let's get to 2K today. What we
run this country and lead this country.
This is how it was for a long time.
I know history, and it was great America. Great America.
Meaning, when I say how it was, commander-in-chief was somebody that was in the military. Commander-in-chief.
I thought that's what that meant.
Yeah. Interesting. So you're saying you would prefer a leader at the top.
The sniper.
Young Chucky is my 25-year-old self. That's why I can just kick
over
back.
Iraq. I would prefer him, a person like him that done went over there and fought for this country, killed for this country, lost buddies that died for this country, and come over here and tell us what's best for this country.
You'd rather have that sniper be the president than who we have today?
Yeah. Because he can't lead by himself. He has advisors. He has a cabinet. So he has, man, but yeah, you need a soldier in the White House. You don't need a politician. Let your politician stay in Congress, but your president's supposed to be a soldier. You see what that African president is doing over there, that young brother? That's the kind of, he's a soldier.
I think what he's saying is a general would have more empathy for life and be more sensible with his decision making and his logic.
He's the commander-in-chief. Why do you got a Wall Street boy up there with a wig on? You need a lieutenant or a captain with a bald spot in his head, don't give a damn about a toupee. But he died for this country because he done served it. He done put years in it. He done trained and raised. This his country.
For real patriot. I'm gonna have to put a poll up. We need a poll. Are we all in agreement here?
This state country, man, our military supposed to be our presidents and politicians and shit. Man, they go and fight, lose legs and limbs and come over here and suffer without a voice.
That ain't cool.
For politicians to dictate to them and they done die, man, no. Should nobody be able to dictate to a soldier who done put his life down on the line? And everybody should handle them with care.
Straight up.
So you prefer Putin over who we have here?
Yeah.
Tell me what you like about Putin.
Oh, I like Putin because everybody ain't in Russia. I like Kim Jong because everybody ain't in North Korea. North Korea is about North Korea. Russia is about Russian. America is not about Americans.
America's about what?
I've never heard him be this quiet.
Other people interest. That's why we send money over there. That's why they can come over here and get loans that the average American citizen.
Hey, Chucky, I think he was talking about Charleston. I don't think he was talking to me.
You can't get credit loans. They can come over here and get rights that your blacks have never gotten. You got an Asian hate bill. How that happened? For your black people got them some kind of bill that protects them because they're the number one people who die of gun violence. I ever see some kind of protection around black people because they are dying at a rate almost like the pandemic.
What's the top cause of blacks dying?
Poverty, single parent homes, and the culture.
I
wouldn't say the culture. We have a
chat.
subculture that has superseded our culture. It's a subculture that have superseded the original culture of black people.
Tell me more.
Black people have always pursued education to get out.
Just leave it there. Just leave it there. Leave it there.
Sports. So now you got a sports guy who can have an ability to get his education, but he'll leave soon just to go get the money and be broke 5 years after he leaves, statistically wise, without the education.
Mm.
This is heated passion coming from love.
Guess what? He ended up in prison.
Said.
The single parent motherhood.
We got to focus on the message and not the messenger. Let's focus on the message and not the messenger.
Is the number one tool and detriment against the black community. It's not the absent father. The absent father is not around. How can he have an impact? His absence does. But he's more impacted what he sees his mother does and what man she brings in and out the life. How she treats him. So most guys who've been mistreated by their mother grew up to mistreat women.
Damn good question, Steve.
They don't grow up, they fight men. That's the issue they got with dad. But it's a lot of guys got issues with dad and mother because they had a neglectful mother.
A lot of niggas got their mama emotional tendencies. And I'm speaking from my own partner.
So he extremely violent. And there's no Boy Scouts program. There's no early childhood training to teach emotional intelligence. Mama frustrated. So what typically does a single mother does when everything is going good and going great, she don't spank the kids as much. Let a new man come into her life. She's a lot more loving and kind. Let things go bad. She's more frustrated. She's angry. You know, so now you get the emotional response. So now she whooping you because how she feel, not off teaching you discipline and correction.
Well, Charleston his approach is like this methodically because of the 15 years he spent getting ignored.
And that's about how, so she's taking it out on the kids. So most guys were abused. Most guys, when we see these violent people, and I've worked on many cases, murder cases, at assisting criminal defense mitigation specialists. What I come to find out, most of these violent guys have been sexually abused.
Hey, Moss, that's a good way to put it, you know, but not just go off the handle and make an assumption or make a, you know, an irrational decision on if you're going to get some game from him or not. I like that approach. ODM, what's the deal? What's the deal? Shout out to my dog. I'm working right now. We both working.
Thank you. Yeah. Mostly that's where
we 36 days strong on this side. Intellectual Street Thoughts, episode 36. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the members.
The violence come from. They're hiding behind extreme violence and aggression. But if he don't get the death penalty, they trying to kill him, he won't ever admit to it. So when you start learning mitigating factors about certain cases, you start to see a parallel and a correlation to sexual abuse, physical abuse, child neglect, and a mother. The mother created Jeffrey Dahmer. It wasn't the father. The mothers create these cold-hearted, callous, seem-to-be children that's coming out of the community. The mother creates that. She gives him the anger. Matter of fact, she gives him the fuel for the abandonment to turn into anger.
Shout out to brothers doing it up. If y'all want some other real content when I'm not on, I've seen a couple members from my chat and ODM chat. Y'all go sub up to ODM Live channel and the ODM Slim Show. It's only
Because
a
he
couple
never heard
real
nothing
ones
good
online, not gonna lie. We getting on here, but you feel me?
about a black man.
Only
When
a
he turned on
few.
television, black man that been killed. He watched a Tyler Perry movie, fucked up black man. Everything is so he a little boy trying to reflect.
Cash
So
Evans is a
he
cool
get his
name.
weight up with his hate, and he pay everybody back when he's bigger.
Charleston, how did the single mother happen? Like, if you look back and say, well, it happened after this.
White feminism.
Everybody got their own answer on this one, for sure.
White lesbian bitches. Sorry to call y'all bitches, but you get the picture.
Bro,
They
what?
came and fucked up America's they fucked up the ecosystem. They say there's plenty of fish in the sea. It ain't no more since feminism. Now you got women want to play quarterback against Tom Brady. Ain't never been the case. Man, I grew up watching Leave It to Beaver. His mama in the house. Now you got high divorce rates from extramarital affairs because you have men and women all in the workplace together. Who fuck more than co-workers? High school people and co-workers. You got a woman at home. Every woman got a work boyfriend.
Nobody should be offended by Charleston. You just gotta take it as he comes. The good is whatever it is, and the bad, whatever.
She might not be sleeping with him, but they have an emotional attachment. They go out together. She say that's her friend, but they secretly like it. That's her work boyfriend because she never get to see his flaws. She see him dressed up every day, smell good. So this is her ideal man in her mind.
He be on point for sure.
She got an internet boyfriend. Somebody she like his pictures all the time. A person she listen to. We watching ass and titties. She want to hear something to validate her. Most of us are too busy to validate her emotions.
Love is hard.
It's not a man's job to validate your emotion. Look in the mirror and validate them yourself.
Statistic, you already know. I got them for y'all. Our parents, by the time they was 30 to 39, 50% of them was married and had a house. 2020, 13%. By 2050, 1% in the ages of 30 and 39 will be married and own a home. Brazy work.
So you can come out and be what I need you to be.
We have got to the
Shout out to the chat though. Use this opportunity to hit that like button. Super chats and cash apps is always welcome to get that premium.
So the single parent mother home came from feminism. I don't need no man. You got a deal though. Even when y'all get together, y'all can't have the best pleasure without that man's log.
That man's log is very
Yes,
powerful.
he got
You know what I'm saying? That's it.
So our women separated from us. They got rights in women's suffrage, 1920. They demanded they demanded to be by themselves. Fought for it.
Fought for
it, yeah.
So why ain't nobody took no shots at Charleston White, but they didn't shot at old boy?
Yeah, now they say they can't find a good man.
Yeah.
Feminism takes away good men.
Okay, so politically, you got Trump, you got Obama. What do you think about
LJ, what's the deal? What's the deal? I see you over there doing it up in ODM Live for sure.
Obama? How much did Obama do for the black community?
Nothing.
You don't think he did a lot of good for the black
He
community?
didn't do nothing.
He didn't change your life positively, like.
He changed.
But he's black.
He spent 8 years. He spent 8 years giving the homosexual community all of our civil rights. We still need a little bit more. So Dr. King and them fight wasn't for integration. It wasn't really to take the Jim Crow signs down. The initial fight, and it lasted for a while. The initial fight was equal rights and equal protection under the law. The Asians now have equal rights and equal protection because they have an Asian hate bill. You can't do nothing to Asian. The Jews, very well protected. Black Americans, not so. So when I look at Obama, he had an opportunity, but he wasn't raised with a black American. So he don't connect with us. He don't relate to us because he's not a black American. He come from an African man who had a baby with a white woman overseas and raised by his white racist granddaddy and his loving white grandmama. He grew up at school dating white women. Like, who you date, your mama? Michelle was
So no separation on this side. We stronger together. We need everybody in the community to help each other out. We don't need no divisive, no separation, none of that.
Political move for him.
You think so?
He would never got elected had he had a white woman. That's why Kamala couldn't get elected. Ain't nobody vote for no black woman with no white man coming from our culture. Each with their own kind. If you want to lead us, each with their own kind. White America would never pick a white. Why you think that boy got kicked out of England with that black woman? You gonna come bring this to our bloodline? No. Hell no, man. That's why mama them said you don't go over there and have no baby with them people.
So Charleston, he stand for something. He not falling for anything, whether you agree or don't disagree. Shout out to the best chat on YouTube. For sure, double tap the screen, hit that like button. Let's do it up on this Sunday.
Red birds and blue birds don't fly together, but they both birds. Each
subscribe to both channels. I need to make the other one a mod too. Hold on.
Can't be mad about that. So Obama could not relate to the black American struggle coming from the Nigger slave. He's not a seed of a slave. So why would he cry with us? He wouldn't cry with his people, homosexuals.
Those are his people.
Them his people.
What you?
Man, them his people.
Stop.
You saw what he, man, listen.
You think?
Yeah, he gave them the world. Yeah, them his people.
He's not lying.
How you recognize your kind? By their actions. Homosexuals got actions. That's how you know they're homosexuals. He with his kind.
You're saying Barack Obama's gay?
I'm speculating.
What
based on his mannerism. He wasn't tough enough in the White House. George Bush was tough. Andrew Jackson was tough. Every motherfucking body was tough, except him.
Do we have a point?
Get along, go along, kind of. Man, we don't need no president to get along and go along.
We don't. No get along, go along.
We damn near need a dictator. So, nah, man, I'm Trump all day because America needed something that it had never had. They needed somebody that wasn't a politician. Couldn't get a soldier. Shit, we got a con man. This man done played all kind of roles. He done been in every role. He done been in every face of every ethnicity in every culture from what, the 60s to now. From being on Apprentice to dibbling and dabbling with all the hip hops, Don King, Mike Tyson, Michael. So man, this man is a black icon to us.
Oh, you're calling not a con man. What do you call a chameleon?
Chameleon. Let me just break this down.
Hey, my
a con man is not a crook.
A
con man is a short term for a confidence man.
Ah, I got what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, they just turn into con. A confidence man.
But even though he's never been in a fight before, you're okay with that. He's still your president.
One time I got asked, could I level a house? Because I'm a confident man. Say, hell yeah, I can level that house. Took me all summer to do it. Could I do it? No, didn't know it was just damn hard. Underpriced myself. But I'm a confident man, so I believe I can do anything.
He be making hella sense and no sense. Shout out to Charleston White. Double tap that like button.
Man, if you mess with me, I believe I can whoop John Cena. Physically, probably not. But you can't tell this little mind. I can't. As impossible as it seems, I think I can. Man, that's what I tell myself in any situation.
Oh, when Obama said every man needs to have a sweet partner, he lost me.
Who fed this to you as a kid? Were you ever in sales? Were you ever like...
No, the books, the little red caboose.
Which books?
The little red caboose about the train.
That's it?
All the stories that they tell you as a kid. So, man, I had toys, but I read books because it was a form of traveling as a kid.
This book?
Yeah, I think I can. I've been in a little red caboose.
What? What? Shout out to Charleston for being a little red caboose. Hit the like button for that. How can you be mad at him?
So they tell you things as kids. So they tell you things as kids that trick you. Sticks and stones may break my bone, but words will never hurt me. I make myself believe that.
Affirmations.
Man, so you hear sayings and folklores and things that you hold on throughout life from wise people.
Yeah.
There's many stories that children can get out of these kind of books, but now they got gay stuff in books, so kids can't get this kind of inspiration and motivation when they feel like a little bit of red caboose.
You see the video that's they posted on World Star? Two gay couple girls are at Barnes and Noble and they see the books they have for kids. Have you seen this?
Yeah,
the gay BC.
That's why I brought that up.
You ever read the gay BC?
What?
I've never.
The what BC?
Yeah. So
See the kids out of this.
I was a kid when the book fair came to school. This was like birthday day for me. My mama go give me $10, $12, and some lunch money. I'm gonna bypass lunch. They go get all the men. So I was an avid book reader as a kid because in school back in my
Man, if you're not a part of the 1%, we all got a common op. We need to figure that out.
day, if you couldn't turn a backflip in recess, if you couldn't play sports be athletically inclined, you had to be smart. Or you ain't nothing in the popular crowd. So yeah, my intelligence have always been a tool for me to use to connect with other people.
Good for you. I mean, that mindset of yours, that's it's a unique mindset. And it's good to see that. Rob, if you can go to World Star's Instagram account, I just want to show this because
go on the World Star
what he thinks about it when you see this. If you go on the World Star, there's a couple literally at Barnes and Noble, and then while they're there,
and now real life, what is the alphabet ABCs though? What is that?
They see all the gay books for kids
Right here.
Well, go ahead, play this clip. I think Charleston's gonna like it.
What is that?
Can't hear.
What do you mean a gay book for kids? What do you mean?
Barnes and Nobles, and there's a kids book section, a gay kids book section, and this shit is crazy. Look at this. Okay, there's the gay BCs, right?
Bro, what?
Bye Bye Binary.
For kids.
Bye Bye Binary with a mohawk on a baby. Gay BCs, you're not ready. Can you hold this? Okay.
I don't understand.
What? A is for arrow and ace. B is for bi. This is crazy. We're gay, but this is
why?
It's crazy.
Why?
Indoctrination starts in the classroom.
Pause right there, buddy.
Indoctrination
Pause for sure right there. Pause all the way.
Starts in the classroom. School is not at school. Your children are being indoctrinated. Education is in the home. Your children are not being educated. They're being programmed and propagated by this. Thanks to Barack Obama and Joe Biden. One of the first things that Joe Biden did when he became president is he took a transgender male and put them over our human and health department. Fuck is wrong with him? Man, I don't bash nobody.
You don't think that's normal? Like, this person looks normal. You don't think Rachel Levine looks like a normal person?
That look like Sergeant Dick Van Dyke. That's Sergeant Dick Van Dyke. You can't make me believe that. Ain't say something. You can't make me believe that.
This is no disrespect to the people that fuck with it like that. But everybody got to agree with this.
Lord, man, that's a weenie. You think, man?
Some find that attractive.
Say, listen, that's why Ukraine need help. That's why Ukraine need help. They elected an actor fighting against a real warrior.
That's a fact.
That ain't no ain't no warrior. They been sucking on the Navy boat.
You think Rachel's been sucking on the Navy boat?
Man, if she dressed like that, you don't get like that without sucking, rubbing fur together.
Yeah.
Rubbing fur together.
Listen, the worst thing we could have done to our military is don't ask, don't tell. Now we asking, and you tell us. Because we don't need y'all out on that battlefield. We need y'all sexually frustrated. After blowing up shit, we don't need y'all nuts on flat. Fucking each other. So no, you don't get into this military. Get a gay military to work with the National Guard, passing out food and water bag. But them overseas motherfuckers should not be gay. The Russian military ain't gay. China military ain't gay.
How we feel about this? What we on? What we doing, community? What's the deal? How we feeling?
Man, we got some shit on our hands to fight. We don't need that.
Mars Queen, you came back at a good time, dog.
That should be a home ec teacher. Put home ec back in schools and let them teach home ec. As a man.
I don't know if that's
as a man, though. Just call him Mr. Levine. Or say him.
He wants you to call him her.
Man,
He wants you to call him her. It's crazy.
No, no.
My mama told me.
What's your
She
mama
said,
tell you, blood?
the devil is the master of deception. The devil is the master of deception. What's more deceiving than that? A man look like a woman, acting like a woman, but is naturally a man, still a man in nature. What's more deceptive than that in the devil?
Like, you don't find this attractive because this was a big hit. I mean,
So we used to kick their ass in school, but they gay bash you now. You can't even gay bash in word. See, this is what's wrong with America. Bullying should be allowed. That's what made America tough. You taught this kid how to go outside and defeat his bully. Now he's running a CEO.
You don't think he's been bullied?
That's a he.
I mean, this is this, what is this, Run?
Listen, it ain't no gay person
we all agree?
who hadn't been
Do I need to put a poll up? Or
sexually violated that had to turn gay.
Is this the guy from the movie Coneheads from back in the days, or is this? No, I'm being serious. Is this
No, this was an
dude looks like a lady. Nah, the dude, I don't even know.
employee within Joe Biden's administration, the Office of Nuclear Energy. He was she. They were caught. Remember stealing luggage at the airport? Do you remember that story?
Yes,
That's
yes.
the person.
I thought this was Coneheads. Go to Coneheads.
Yeah,
go to Coneheads. I don't know if you remember Charleston.
That's a Christian. Yeah, I remember Coneheads.
I thought
on Marky. Yeah, from Marky Mark. Yeah, I remember.
Are you kidding me? You totally threw me off, Rob. If you put them right next to each other, I thought it's the Coneheads main character. Maybe a little bit, not as much of a cone on the top. It's a little bit too flat. So this isn't. You think this is inappropriate?
Yeah. Yeah. It has. I fought. Man, I fought black women.
You did?
Well, for our gay community, I don't fault white people for their white community.
Oh, you fought?
I fought our black women. For our gay community. I blame them. Because nobody accepts homosexuality in the black community. Homosexuality and gangsterism. Nobody accepts this more in the black community than black women. Because most of their sons are gays or gangsters. They're not in between. That's why we stand up for guys like George Floyd and not kids like Tamir Rice. We support our gangsters. Let one of our gangster niggas get killed by the police. Let a good person get killed. We act like we don't even know nobody. Let a gay person happen. Black women is mad. Black women are the only faction of our community that treat the gay man like he's a girl. And she raised her son to be like the gay dude or the gangster dude she dates. So they don't let the black man have access to his children. Soon as the baby's born, she gets named, this is my baby, this is my baby. In order for him to even have rights, he has to go through the government system to put child support on himself that ultimately restricts him and puts him in and out of jail bag mode.
NSS4, sleeker, faster, smarter. With a trio of hybrid controls, a redesigned interface, and
so when we look at the gay community, I remember America used to be a immoral you thought it was for slavery. I remember time in the 80s where they wouldn't let advertisers play commercials on children's cartoon on Saturday. They don't target children. They're targeting children. Deliberately.
Why?
I tell people all the time, if you standing up talking to kids, you done lost them. They're kneeling down, whispering in kids' ear gay secrets. So if we're not kneeling down, looking at babies, third grade, second grade, eye to eye, and talking to them on their level, that's where they're beating us at, because they're sneaking this shit in cartoons that we can't see because we're not looking at their level. A giraffe and an ant don't have the same view. These are ants with these giraffes laying on their bellies, teaching them about homosexuality, which is, if this is a Christian country, an abomination to God. So how can your leader? How can your leader? So you think the Obama administration and Joe Biden for this, it was a long time coming on the Democrats' behalf. So what the Democrats said, our black people ain't good for us no more. These niggas won't even vote no more. They have the lowest voter turnout in all of our Democratic community. We need to do another Southern strategy again. Remember they said the party switched during the Nixon Southern strategy. The Democrats are a very clever slave master. Very clever slave master. So they did something like a Southern strategy. It was a gay strategy. Had they not done this, the country would be red. They went and recruited the gays. And then they went and got the black woman to stand with the gays. And they got the feminist white women that want to ride motorcycles with big titties to stand with the black woman. And they got an army. And not only that, they got a gay mafia that's violent and dangerous. And they let you know they'll do something to you and sexually violate you. And if you go against them, if you offend this group, if you slightly offend them, off with your head. They will counsel you. They're bullies. It's like only thing matters to them, they got a pride month. Who promotes a heterosexual month? So I'm saying, fuck them.
Well, that's where Charleston stand at. Make it official where y'all stand at. Put it in a poll. Let me know so we can see where we at as a whole and a community, as a global gang. Let me know if Charleston have a point or not. Make it official in the poll. What's the deal? Spam up that like button. Let's get to 100 likes. Let's do it up on this Sunday.
Flat out.
Fuck them. They can't make babies, no way. So how can we carry on with people who can't reproduce? And one of our reasons for being here is to reproduce and multiply the earth. They gonna stop civilization, take their rights, put their ass back in the closet, make ordinances and law that say you ain't coming outside, boy, with your nuts taped up under your ass and tight shorts on. Lady, you ain't finna look like this. You got to let us know I'm a man, I'm a boy. Other than that, you deceiving me.
You need some real good quality tape, though. I mean, because there's some of these guys
got some long feet.
Yeah.
In they drawers.
That's
Yeah,
right.
they got feet in they drawers. They just rolled it up and taped them over somewhere.
Let me take that thing. That tape is, you just got the visual, and I went there, realized there's a business for it.
Yeah.
You need some real.
Yeah.
So
Cuffing tape. Say, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Charleston White, aka America's favorite uncle.
Is he your favorite uncle?
Sleep with all the women in the league.
This one right here? Is this the one that went to OnlyFans?
No, hell no. She too fat.
A WNBA player went to OnlyFans. What's her name?
Now, this one, her was bad. Now, she too chubby. Jaws too chubby.
Jaws too chubby?
Yeah, them fat girl cheeks.
Really?
Yeah, them fat girl cheeks.
How can you tell? Can you zoom in a little bit?
Shit, man, look how chubby them cheeks. Them cheeks you do like that. Oh, them cheeks you do like that. I can't think of them cheek name. But she quit last year.
She's attractive.
Very attractive.
Who's this one? This one?
Is that her? Yeah, that's her. Liz Cambridge. Yeah, that's her right there. Is that the same chick?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's her. Yeah, Liz, yeah, that's her.
Well, maybe her cheeks are.
Yeah.
Well, in this picture, you see two cheeks.
You know what? That probably was their ball. That was them fillers them girls like to get.
I see.
Because she's doing OnlyFans now. So she's doing a lot more with her lips. So she probably had to get filled.
So you don't like big cheeks up there, but
I'm more of an olive oil kind of guy.
Okay.
See, I grew up watching Popeye and Blue
like that's your type right there, the Liz.
She bad for sure.
Oh man, she too big. Man, it's like a big man. Yeah, that's too. Yeah.
I'm surprised. I thought you were going to be like a big supporter, proponent of WNBA, like telling us to all watch it. But
they supposed to be playing in what she got on right there. They should have uniforms.
Oh, you're saying for them to wear plain lingerie?
Yeah. In heels, run up and down them, click-clacking in them heels with them balls bouncing and them other balls jiggling and wiggling, going in for a layup. You know how many men are tuning into this?
Man, the falls would be some epic falls. Coming down on those high heels.
Fires too, man. Man, what? So, but they not being creative. They think these women can dress like men, run up and down the court, dribble like men, shoot like men, and they're gonna attract the audience. Even women like hoes.
Even women like them.
Even women like hoes. That's why when they get drunk and at the club, they go to act like hoes. And they clean up real quick.
He right in a long distance.
Even women like to watch hoes. That's why we watch some of our favorite shows. Them hoes are entertaining. These lesbian women are not entertaining. Go get some hoes that can play basketball. They go both ways.
Ludacris did a song about that, no? Like different area codes.
Yeah.
It was very
I just think it'd be much more entertaining knowing that these are freaky women and they with whatever playing basketball.
Have you ever been to a game?
Yes, once. And it was boring.
Really? Courtside or
No. I took some kids. This organization I used to partner with named 601 Tickets used to donate tickets and stuff to my youth organization. So I used to take the kids out the projects to them WNBA games because it didn't cost much to feed them popcorn and stuff like that. They don't have hot popcorn price like the NBA. That's how you know they ain't worth shit.
So their popcorn's cheap.
Yeah.
So the WNBA, truthfully, has never had a season where they were in the green, where they made money. They've lost money every year.
So are their jerseys. They don't invest into a lot of them women.
Caitlin Clark's doing pretty good right now.
Man,
though.
she's saving it. If it wasn't for Caitlin and Angel, wouldn't nobody be into this shit.
Yeah. You think Caitlin Clark. So you're a fan of Caitlin.
Yeah.
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 She's fun to watch.
She's a wholesome white woman playing basketball.
Your type or no?
No, Larry Bird is my type. Good white boy that was tough. Kevin McHale. No, that ain't my type, right? A woman ain't got no business squeaking her tennis shoe up and down the basketball court.
Really?
No, she supposed to be over there cheerleading.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm old school America. Men were men and women was afraid of men.
Did you hear about the devastating news that Fox fired Joy Taylor?
Yeah, I saw that. She wasn't good for nothing. She was trying to be too cute. Man, we need real journalists.
You don't think she's a real journalist?
No, man. No, hell no.
Yeah, Brittany Griner, her mind was psyched out.
Oh man, she too pretty. She didn't get there because she was the best journalist in the company.
What are you saying?
She was fucking to get to the top.
Stop it.
As most good women do. Nancy Pelosi done it, everybody do it. Every woman with a smart brain on the job find some kind of way to skip the line. Who want to work hard? You work smarter, not harder, ladies.
I'm not spending $40.
Well, here's the opportunity to hit that like button and put some paint where it ain't. Let me know your official opinion in the vote.
You're saying that's wise.
Very wise.
So she's a wise girl.
Very wise.
But she got fired. So what does that say about her?
She'll get hired real easy if they know what she did to get the job.
Maybe she wasn't doing a lot of it lately.
She probably stopped. You know, they get beside themselves. Yeah, once you lift them up here with you, they stand shoulder to shoulder with you, they think they equal to you. I can do what a man do. No, you can't. You can't fire me. I'm firing you. So now they get tricked. They got an ego too. But she can get a job easy.
Did you hear about what she said about prostitution? I'm curious to know what you say about it.
No, I ain't heard her. She was speaking.
Kathy, what's the deal?
Yeah, she talked about prostitution. She said, if you want to play the clip, I think there's a clip of her talking about prostitution. Maybe this is where you guys would agree on something. Joy Taylor, if you want to play, is this it?
Is that all right now?
Yeah, go ahead. Play this clip,
yeah,
Rob.
Man, she go easy get a job.
What?
Charleston White need to do debates and public speaking.
Do you think that America is trying to be better?
Of course not. No. Not at all.
Yeah, I don't either. I think there's also a massive attack on femininity. Like the idea is that masculinity is actually what's being attacked, right? Like everything is watered down, everything is softened now. Everything is feminine. I actually think femininity is under control. I think that a big part of the reason why this is happening is because women got too close to power.
Okay, how so?
I mean, the audacity that a black woman would run for president. I mean, this was their last stand. They're like, hold on, listen, we let you in boardrooms.
Fast forward, Rob, to see what she said about prostitution.
By the way, there wasn't a black woman that ran for president. That was an Indian woman.
So was she for real or that was satire?
Non-pussy getting male lonelies are deteriorating society. Yes, I think it's a massive problem.
What do you think the fix
One,
is?
I think we should legalize prostitution.
Okay.
I have been standing on this for decades, and I think
she want
a hoe. She just made us. That's a confession. She want to legalize prostitution. Why don't she be the candidate for it? Because I agree with her. You know why I agree with her? Because I know she done sold some pussy before. That's the only reason she would agree with this.
Stop it.
No woman in her right mind who ain't never sold her body would co-sign a woman being a prostitute. Only hoes and bitches do. A real woman and a real lady will never say, I think prostitution should be legal. She would say, hey, I think we should provide services for the women and find other ways for them other than But a hoe, go support a hoe. Why they get on the phone and tell each other business when they fucking the same guy? That's why two hoes and two bitches can get on the phone, hate one another because they fucking the same guy, and share intimate information that hurts each other. For him, they relate to each other. Two red birds. A bluebird wouldn't have said that.
So she's a red bird.
She's a red bird. Now, I'm more for a hoe. Prostitute, I'm more for a hoe. Because a hoe is using her body.
MQM, you are exactly.
And her self-wits to advance herself in life. She might end up becoming a a millionaire housewife like Anna Nicole Smith.
Oh, she became a billionaire.
She was hoeing. She wasn't prostituting.
But it was love. She loved the 88-year-old guy.
No. You don't,
think she loved the 88-year-old?
Oh, she loved him, but he loved her. All men love good hoes. Even Jesus loved one. Kept Mary Magdalene with him and his 12 disciples. No other woman got to walk with the Savior other than this whore. So hoes are more like angels. Prostitutes are sex
hoes are like angels or diabolical
workers carrying demonic spirits. Hoes got God's spirit in them, and they usher the men, they cater the men, and they don't cause men problems. Women, ladies, and bitches are more of a opposition to a man than a whore is.
She totally got confused what you said about Jesus.
He kept a whore, Mary Magdalene. So when you read Jesus' story, other than the prostitute he met at the well, he don't really fuck with women. His hoes, but he kept one particular woman with him and his 12 disciples to witness all these miracles. And she was a whore.
She was a what?
A whore.
Charleston.
A hoe.
Well, in the American language, they switch queen to hoe and hoe to queen or prostitute. Fact.
That better hoe. That's what the Bible describes it as.
Okay.
Man, prostitution been around since this time.
So you're saying Joy wants to bring it back?
For sure.
From Fox?
For sure.
What do you think?
I think what a woman do with her body, she should pay taxes for it, but you can't regulate it.
Bro, what?
If she's selling what she's selling and she make up 5 for 1099 for that pussy, file taxes on it.
Oh, okay.
But other than saying we need laws to put in place to make this legal.
Could be one way to pay off the national debt.
Yeah. It paid it off 1 year. Yeah, pay that.
MQM, you be putting that at the perfect
Man, don't
time.
nothing sell like that, but yeah, sugar and cotton don't even sell like that. In 1 year.
In 1 year.
But no, she's a very nice looking lady.
She is?
Yeah.
So she's your type. So if she
very much so.
If she would slide in your DMs, you would respond.
I'll fly in tomorrow. Yeah, I'll fly in tomorrow.
He said he would fly in, I'll fly her out.
And she like to talk too. Yeah, we'll talk all night.
She's not gonna know. She's not no job now. So maybe don't be surprised if it happens all of a sudden.
Call me, Joy. Oh, I got the right kind of instructions for you.
All right.
Your proper instructions motivate people.
She's got time.
That's why Bill Belichick was a bad man. Proper instruction motivate people.
I know that.
Man, hit that like button. Shout out to the best chat on YouTube. Shout out to us having that conversation. We doing it up no matter what it is.
But first ladies, like do you watch the first? Do you think like
I like the Kennedy lady. I like Miss Jackie. Yeah, I like Miss Jackie.
She smoked a lot of cigarettes though.
Oh, that's all right. That was sexy back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was sexy for the smoke cigarettes.
So she's your first.
Hey, she was a hard first lady though.
Lady.
Yeah, she my first lady. Her and I love Nancy too. I love Nancy Reagan.
Really?
I love Nancy Reagan because she brought the DARE program to school. Drug abuse, resistance education. This is your brain. And this is your brain on drugs. So yeah, man, she was very
this is your brain on drugs.
Classy.
Very classy. So those two ladies, that's they class. Michelle Obama had some grace in
Hey, in this community, are we more traditional or are we more new style? Let me know what we on.
class about herself as well. But she would make it known that she don't like people by facial expression. A woman don't give off no signal or nothing. She's always modest and composed. Another first lady, Thomas Jefferson, and man, I can't.
Thomas Jefferson. His wife.
His wife and his other, they started out as friends, ended up becoming enemies, and then became friends again by way of the wives writing to each other. So he was two buddies.
Hey, he having fun. He having hella fun. Who can be mad at him?
Guys and friends. Yeah. So they fell out. So it was Thomas Jefferson and another one. So just through history, from Jefferson's wife and his friend's wife. And then when I saw the Kennedys, Mama Kennedy, over dad and them.
Right.
Then when I saw Barbara Bush, them strong women. Them strong women are the ones who whisper in those men's ears when they get weak. They have
in a positive way.
In a positive way. You can't be a thorn in your husband's side and he's the president.
No, she's tough.
Yeah. So I watched the movies, I read the books.
We have a guy here that that's his fantasy girl, Humberto. He is crazy about Barbara Bush. Like he's got posters by his computer. You go by his computer like the screensaver.
He must used to lay on the floor and look up under his grandmama dress, watch TV. Kind of yeah, I kind of figure out.
On the dining room, like the dining table, he gives me that vibes too.
Like, yeah, so now, I understand the role that the first lady, or how powerful she can be in shaping the nation, and really bringing peace.
Yeah.
So if Trump had the right kind of woman,
you don't think he does?
No.
Stop.
They don't even like each other.
Come on, man.
Man, you can't fly no another woman in from another country and treat her as your equal like you would treat a woman over here. You brought over her to mistreat her. No man from America goes overseas to get a woman and bring over her and treat her lovely.
They met here.
No, but she still was a foreign. They met somewhere else.
He didn't go get like a,
Man, he didn't, man, listen, it's like a mail order bride.
Stop it.
He done had too many wives. He done been married so many times. At this point, this is a mail order bride. That's why now today, when they walk together, he leaves the little bitch back there. You know how a nigga treated a woman after he got tired of it. He don't hold his hand no more. He keep the umbrella. She got to hold her own umbrella. So she don't even stand with him no more. So it's obvious
Charleston,
they ain't.
He always holds the umbrella for her.
I seen one he did. She must didn't give him none that night because you don't always treat your woman right.
Maybe got too
far. Yeah, and it's okay.
Conversations.
But you can tell.
But you do think she's beautiful because Melania's.
Oh yes. So listen. So there's pictures of Melania and Trump and P. Diddy back in the mid-90s. And P. Diddy and Trump and Ivanka Trump got to look at each other.
Melania, you mean?
Yeah, Melania. Yeah. I'm sorry, Ivanka. Say, go pro the boy. You can't tell me they wasn't fucking later.
Stop.
You can't tell me the tenacity that Diddy had sexually and his history. All these people went to this party. Why you think they together?
Charleston.
So it's some more pictures. Watch how they look at each other.
They're at many pictures. They're always at parties.
No, that's a Diddy party.
That's not a Diddy party.
So listen, man, there are so many pictures with Trump and Diddy. Why you think Trump said if they're mistreating him, I look into it? Because they buddies. They party buddies. Trump been hanging with niggas forever. Man, you can't tell me Diddy ain't. Man, freaky as Diddy is. You think he ain't slide that pole up against that girl? Hey, how you doing, Miss Trump? And let her feel it. And then now they making eye contact with each other. And Trump a freak too. You can't be a billionaire and not be a freak sexually.
Charleston.
Man, I know reality. I know men. These men party together or fuck together. That's why they party together. That's why we party with the people we party with. It's somebody now we want to fuck. If we being real.
What do you think about Diddy?
He's innocent. Can't tell a man he can't whoop his woman and she don't call the police. If my neighbors see me kicking my wife ass, they ain't got no business butting it. Baby, you all right? If she say, I'm all right, leave us alone. Now, if she holler, help, y'all join in. But Cassie never holler for help. You can't, you can't tell me I got $1 billion.
She's trying to run away.
No, she's
going to the elevator.
She was stealing a high dollar bag during the sexual freak off we all agreed upon. She done got mad behind closed doors.
I don't know what video you've seen. Rob, pull up the video.
Man, I seen that video.
She's running.
She's stealing his bag. She done.
I'm more traditional, Kathy. Not gonna lie, I'm an old school, pay for the whole family type nigga.
Buy that bag? That's a theft. Bitch, give me my bag. Where you go? Where's Big Girl?
You're thinking.
Bitch, give me my bag is crazy. A crazy thing to say.
Give me my shit. What do you give me my shit? You get on back in here.
You think this is okay?
Yeah.
Charleston.
Man,
Every time I see that cash with a K, I fuck with.
That's his woman. How can you tell that man he can't do that? Man, that ain't my daughter. Why can't I say, man, ain't? So because
you have a daughter?
Yes. So listen, I also got some friends who they women is okay with that being happening because they're in this toxic relationship. This is not a normal relationship that America is thinking about. This is a drug-infused, both of them using drugs at a high level of extent. In the ghetto, this is normal. But had they doing this as rich people, this is not normal. Rich people do it on the inside.
I'm gonna keep it 1,000 though. 1,000, right? 1,000. Well, we being 1,000. I'm always 1,000. She got 30 M's already. Kick back. She got a 30 piece. Chill out. Kick back.
Rich people beat their wives on the inside. He just so happened to catch up, and he didn't beat her. He said, give me back my shit. kicked her, and drug her back in there, and they finished fucking. Ain't nothing like fighting and fucking to make up. Best orgasm in the world. They make songs about it. We break up to make up. That's all that is. You don't see her coming back out that room. She said it's another woman in there they were having sex. She went back in and started back having sex again. She didn't come out that room.
Not gonna lie, I don't care about what's trending. I just care about what I'm on. Dead homies.
The male
Whatever works
prostitute
out
said
for
she
sure.
called the book. She paid. She been having fun like a motherfucker. So she was compensated for what y'all sold.
What was the guy's name? Punisher or something like that?
The Punisher.
So
I wonder why they call that nickname. It's
he got a sledgehammer. So she was compensated for what we saw.
Yeah.
She was compensated for what we saw. So they put together this
30 million bucks or something.
Yeah, plus another 20 coming from the hotel.
Oh, another 20 coming
Oh,
from the
that
hotel.
came out in trial.
She got a
So,
50 piece. She
imagine
wouldn't-
this.
Come on, stop playing.
Everybody been knowing about this. Why was they
Cut it
silent
out.
for so long? Because this has always been rumored. This is 10 years old tape. They've been knowing about this.
Yeah.
The feds was on a goose hunt. And they blew a case. So
that relationship was toxic. If your homegirl or your dog was telling you about this every night, every day, bro, that's regular.
they went and put together this big mafia type conspiracy RICO trial for a guy and his wife being freaky, his girlfriend being freaky.
He got a RICO, one man RICO.
And they in agreement with this. Was he wrong for flying in male prostitutes? No. What's wrong with flying somebody in to have sex? I thought that's what rich people do to have sex. How they get there to you? How you fly your girlfriend, your other woman on the side that you don't want your wife knowing about? How they supposed to get to you? And you ain't supposed to give them no money when y'all get through fucking? I'm taking care of my little money. This my little bitch I be fucking. I probably take care of her, even though she do this. So how can I go and say this is a sex worker? Shit, people ain't never identified as sex workers. They freaking having sex. So now our government get to rule in the bedroom. It's a clear case of government ruling in the bedroom. What I did outside that hotel, the jury said, not guilty.
You think he recorded all those guys? You think he's got the tape on all those people?
The FBI got the tape when they seized the house.
Oh, no shit.
They seized all of his computers. And they made it seem like he had a Costco house full of baby oil. He only had a couple bottles. Our government paint a blurred picture about this man. Is he a horrible guy? Yeah.
That was a waste of money. That was a waste of tax dollars. I'm not gonna lie, for sure.
Should he be in prison? No. Should he be held without no bond? No. Every one of us know a guy who slaps his woman, and we don't say shit to him about slapping his woman.
What do you think about Epstein?
Toxic.
He alive somewhere hiding. Prior to his death, there was already attempts made upon his life in jail. How is it a coincidence that he ended up in jail with a suicide, but the autopsy report said his larynx was crushed? You can't do that with suicide. Motherfucker choke you to do that. Why don't the media do Epstein like they do Diddy?
And we're gonna break down this Charlie thing after this. That's getting tricky.
We know everything. We know Diddy like to put cum on his nipples for men. Him and Cassie like to suck the cum off. So this is detail. Why we don't know details about Epstein? Where are the children? Where are their stories? Where are their testimonies? Why don't we have open access to Giselle's testimony and her cooperation with the government?
You mean Ghislaine? Yeah.
Ghislaine.
Yeah,
You know why? Because most of the people went to the island was politicians and powerful people, princesses of Wales, all them types, the real freaks, the evil people. The evil people who can go to an island and have access.
Why don't nobody pay attention to what Charleston be saying? I'm not talking about the community. I'm talking about you know who.
Sister children that nobody know have been kidnapped in the world. The evil people. Those are politicians. Those are poor
Let's go,
people.
LJ.
Those are not people on drugs. Those are not gangbangers that's doing this. Gangbangers hurt their own people. But it's a group of people that take our children and they disappear. And powerful people have access to them. There's a movie that I question to this day.
And we can't even talk about it. That's the crazy part. If we talk about it on YouTube, you get the shadow Bansky.
It's called Sounds of Freedom, Cry of Freedom about
Sounds of Freedom. Yeah.
Human. I cried watching that movie. I kept walking. I said, "Oh man." I said, why don't nobody promote this movie from Hollywood? Why don't our government promote this movie? Why do our government spend so much billions in Ukraine? And why don't we got some real laws for sexual exploitation and sexual abuse? Because they in on it too. So at the end of that movie,
win business in the US of A. Factual.
It says that child sex trafficking has surpassed drugs and guns in the world. You don't need to reply. You don't need to re-up with a kid. You catch him at 5, it's a sex slave till he die, unless somebody free it. So you asked me a question earlier. How does a kid survive that? With no hope, agony? It's the resiliency of a child that adults lose throughout life. So so I think our government, all that, everybody full of shit. I wear a hat that says I think everybody's playing. We really ignore the conditions of our children in America. We have some of the most drug addicted children ever in the history of human existence today. More of our children go to bed hungry or live in abuse, neglect, and is exposed to more violence than any other group of children outside of these third world countries. But there's not a lot of resources. There's not a lot of things put into development. More things are being taken from the kids and given to the gays and the politicians in the interest groups. America's citizens is being robbed by politicians who put capitalism before citizenship.
I think he put a lot of information into this interview for a crowd that he would have not normally reached without
capitalism or citizenship.
Yeah. So that's why you hear the media. Terms and words are powerful. It's what Hitler used to exterminate a whole group of people.
How did H go from the man of the year to that?
The Consumer Reporting Credit Act stripped us of our citizenship. Because if you go pull my credit, you can go get access to me so you have stripped me of my citizenship. And
Roku self-serve.
Man, hit that like button. I'm about to check on that post, see where we at with it. Shout out to the chat, doing it up on this Sunday. Remember, all money and good money in slow motion always better than
traerá una tormenta de experiencias inolvidables.
The media now identifies Americans as the American consumer, not the American citizens. The American consumer. Everything's about a consumer report. Capitalism.
Shout out LJ, dead homies for sure.
They talk socialism, but they really want capitalism. Capitalism supersedes racism.
Capitalism supersedes racism.
Yeah.
Tell me why.
If you get enough money, they don't look at you like you a color. If you come in, man,
isn't that a good thing?
Isn't that a good thing?
Isn't that a good thing?
Yeah. But what about the people who can't access to capitalism?
You're right, Tank. It's Monday now. Everybody have a prosperous, productive week.
A lot of people don't start off with the capital.
Most Americans won't get it and won't start off with it, according to what we're looking at today's Americans.
87% of millionaires are self-made. Most of billionaires, a lot of them inherited the money. Sure, you can put a number to it, but millionaires, 87% are self-made.
They had a different school system that taught critical thinking, where they dropped out. This is not the same America that can repeat that again with this group of kids who can barely read on or above their grade level, who don't have a worldview, who don't know economics because economics is not in school. They don't know banking because they haven't been given a piggy bank to put a quarter here. They don't get an allowance to learn how to save. They don't get out.
But access to information is more available. Like a person today, if they really wanted to go find out and learn for themselves with just YouTube alone, you can get access to doing almost anything, selling, coding. ChatGPT can learn how to code. You have so many methods of learning today.
Not when you're indoctrinated, you don't. Our children have been indoctrinated.
That part, but you need to go to school to be brainwashed.
Well, YouTube can only teach you the basics. It's only teach you the basics. The people that go watch YouTube can barely read.
Depending on what you define as successful, Steve, because there's some people that got a handout that is not too capable.
The people that can go watch YouTube are trying to fix something they might not eat later.
Really?
So they don't have most Americans are poor. They don't have the luxury to learn from YouTube. They're escaping reality.
I think sometimes if you give them an out, they'll run with it. Remember earlier on when you said when you were a kid?
Hold on, look, here's the app. Before you can even understand life as a kid, they putting a fucking phone in your hand.
Okay.
To entertain you because you're getting on the adults'
I
nerves.
agree with that.
So now you go into a school system.
That's on the parents though.
But the condition don't allow the parents.
My son, no phone. Daughter, no TV, no sugar.
To teach, right? So this is what I was taught. It takes a village to raise a child, not a parent. It takes a village.
Do you believe that?
Yes, I believe that wholeheartedly. I was raised by the village because my mother was at work. So I had a juvenile worker, I had a court worker, I had a school teacher. My mom was at work. I had a neighbor say, boy, I'm gonna tell your mama. I had a village. Miss London and boy I had a village. And I said, yes, ma'am. When somebody come, pull your pants up, I pull them up. I say, fuck you, bitch. I pull them up. Because I understood the village. So you want this group of children who Mark Zuckerberg and Steve Jobs don't even give their kids these phones.
Yeah.
For our kids to take this phone and you can make so much money off this phone, but you ain't gonna learn it watching YouTube. I spent
not the Edgar cut and his name on YouTube is Lil Demon. What's going on?
5 years getting millions of views on Facebook and nobody around me knew how to monetize. Nobody. That blew my mind. That blew my mind that nobody, all these people with phones waking up, getting on social media sites, don't know how to monetize their social media platform.
How do you make money right now?
You give your grandkid books for sure. That's a win.
Comedy tour. So I've been on tour for a year. Each interview you have ever seen me done within the last 4 years, I get paid $10,000 per interview.
We haven't paid you.
No, y'all don't.
Yeah.
So
other podcasts you go on.
So I wouldn't go on a big.
So he didn't get 20 bands for this interview, but he got 20 bands, probably way more than that in status.
As big as this, unless it's a mutual benefit, right? So I understand some things is not about money, but it's certain platform because what I have to go entertain in the conversation.
Totally get it.
So
it's got 2.1 million views.
Man, so
but I tell you, also know how to get eyeballs. I mean, you go on a show, you're gonna get eyeballs.
Yeah, and so the most I've been paid is $40,000 for an interview.
Got it.
So I have a website that sells merchandise. So between me, I probably do $40,000-$50,000 a month in just interviews.
No shit.
And just interviews.
Got
then I stream with Aiden Ross. So that's another stream of revenue that comes through. So
by the way, what happened with you and Michael Jordan? Is it true, like the story?
No, that's some bullshit.
The story that he broke up a fight or something?
No, they say he broke up a fight between me and Wack 100. No. I ain't never met Mike.
Hey, young Chucky, we all make mistakes, bro. Ain't nobody have no book on how to parent, bro.
So that's just the story that's out there that they're telling. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay, I saw that story. I'm like, what is that story all about? You know, with
So let me just explain how I got into comedy, because I didn't want to get stuck online with the persona like the rapper does in character.
Yeah.
Because the persona became so polarizing. Because we're so cultural influenced by entertainment. Sometimes we think Denzel Washington is Denzel off Training Day. So I started realizing people was overlooking what I do in real life because they were so into this character. So when they meet me in person, they're not into Charleston. They want the internet persona. So I had to figure out a way to take that persona and that internet character and evolve into something that's less offensive, less provoking toward Black people. Instead of making them cry, make them laugh. Because I was coming with some brutal truth, making motherfuckers cry. and it was offending people.
Yeah.
So Paul Mooney said the greatest joke ever told was told as a truth. The greatest truth ever told was told as a joke. So I learned to make it funny so we can all laugh.
I like that.
Yeah. With a message.
Who said that? Paul who?
Paul Mooney.
Respect.
Yeah, Paul Mooney said the greatest joke ever told was told as the greatest truth ever told was told as a joke. The greatest
reading books, recommend a book.
Joke ever told was told as a truth. That's why comedians have always had a pass. Because they come to speak our reality and truth in such a way, maybe offensive. So that's why I wanted to bring satire comedy back. Andrew Dice Clay, man, Glenn Beck, Howard Stern, Mal Mabel, Peter. Man, all these are satire comedy guys who do a shock jock.
Glenn Beck?
Glenn Beck is he's satire all day. And the shock jock.
Stop.
Man, shock jock. Yeah. What, man? So during the Hillary and Obama, man, I was tuning into Glenn Beck. Man, he's a shock jock. Yeah, and he's good at it.
You like him?
I love him.
Who do you listen to? Who do you watch?
I watch a lot of Fox News. I watched a lot of Trump.
Have you met him?
Mm-mm. I was supposed to do the interview with him and Aiden Ross, but I had some bogus charges on me at the time, so I couldn't pass a Secret Service clearance. But I ultimately ended up getting the charges dropped.
Yeah.
So I was attacked by a gang member in a barbershop. He hit me in the head with a gun, and
hit you in the head with a gun.
Yeah, while I was asleep. So I wake up to it being hit in the head with a gun. So and he a well-known killer gang member, and so I went to the car to retrieve my gun. And this is off camera, but I come back through the building. Trying to secure the building, not knowing where they at. And so my local police department charged me with 2 aggravated assault for going to get my gun after being attacked.
Get out of here.
Yeah, so it took me, man, I spent a lot of money, it took me. So they just dropped all the charges.
This is in Fort Worth.
This is in Fort Worth.
So you've never met the president. Okay, so who would you want to meet? Who are the guys that you want to meet? If there's people you'd want to meet, who would it be?
The leader of the National Rifles Association.
The leader of NRA.
Yeah, and I want to meet the leader, the Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan. Yeah, sit down and talk to him.
What would you ask him?
We'll become human friends. We'll become friends. Because I can connect with anybody on a human level, white, black. We don't have to be the same color. We got the same experiences as boys, men, being Americans. And I know American history. And white people don't have to like you. But if you know history, you can conversate with them, they'll tolerate you. If nothing else, just to debate you. And they'll ultimately become fond of you. So talking and conversating, I want to meet people that black people think is against us to come back and say if they're really against us. That's how I became a Republican in Texas. After the George Zimmerman and Trayvon Martin's verdict, I didn't want to join the hateful Black Lives Matter group. I got a loving mother who says, son, God has no respect of person. So my mother, I don't know hate. I come from a loving home. I don't know hate. I had to come play like I'm hateful to fit in a group of people that's hateful. So I didn't want to join a Black Lives Matter group with anger.
You never did.
I never did. I hated it. And plus, I ain't following 3 lesbian bitches nowhere. Not no stud bitches. I might follow a bisexual woman. Yeah, but I ain't following 3 studs.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I ain't following. Yeah, so I wanted to prove to black people because
shout out to reading books for them.
Here I am. I got a youth organization that has been highly recommended to all 254 counties throughout the state of Texas. This is white people that's doing this. I'm part of a national organization called Incarcerated Children's Advocacy Network. These are white people bringing me to Washington, D.C. to help me change laws and legislation. Wow. So I'm saying, man, let me see. So I dressed up one day and went to this Republican executive committee. And I was the only young black there, mouth full of gold teeth. And I kept trying to speak on the microphone, and I ran into Greg Abbott's one of his aides. He said, "What do you want to say?" I said, "Man, I remember this party used to embrace niggas." He was a young white boy, so we could talk this language. He a hip hop white boy. Used to embrace niggas. I want to get him back to embracing niggas, but I noticed the police were starting to profile me and come over here to try to see what's going on. He gave me his card. So the next morning, I called down to the Tarrant County GOP Republican Party and spoke to Jen Hall and Shelley Pritchard. I said, "Ma'am, I'm a conservative nigga who just so happens to vote Republican. I'm trying to see are they offended by what I'm saying rather than listen to what I'm saying. I'm delivering it very articulate with manners." I said, "I went to a meeting last night and I was shunned as a black man, mouthful of gold teeth, and I can bring votes in from over here." So they invited me to come down and they adopted me. They took in my youth organization. So I couldn't, here I am, I'm working in the black community, fighting against black people, but I got all these white people that they say racist Republicans. They're sewing into me from the Terrence Star Republican Women's Club. I'm building a relationship with judges where when black people get in trouble, I say, "Yana, he works for me over there." "Oh, he does, Charleston? Show us some proof." So I'm building relationships because why would I be a Democrat and there's hardly any Democratic judges? And all my people need judges with a mouthpiece. So
he's not dumb. This is the real work that they do.
White people aren't really racist. They prejudice. We all prejudice. We're all ethnocentric ideology that think it's better than others. We just don't understand each other. So I start bringing niggas around, these white Republican people with dreads and tattoos who had murder cases, and they see redemption in these people because they hear the stories. So now we're all partnering together to work with children. We're doing reading programs. So I let the divisiveness of America's culture and temperament at the time, George Floyd killing. So yeah, man, I didn't want to be connected to hate because I was starting to hate, but I wasn't hating white people. I was hating black people. I was watching black people shoot up a 93-year-old woman's house by mistake, and nobody said nothing. I was watching kids get killed, and you have a fundraiser to try to bury the kid, but the gang he died for ain't helping bury him. The black church that he's trying to be buried is extorting the mother for more money. So, I ain't like that. So, I went. I was getting burnt out because I was a struggling father trying to help the community. I became the change I wanted to see. I'm a pre-law student at Texas Western University, just started a youth organization. Car broke down. I'm riding the bus to school.
I became the change I wanted to see.
People ride by, see me, so I'm embarrassed by being on the bus stop. Can't take my kids nowhere, but I got a heart to help the community. So at some point, you become frustrated and angry, as most community leaders do. The lack of support. I figured out a way how to self-sustain my organization. I didn't have to apply for no grants. I knew how to sell barbecue, shake down the drug dealers, stop the prostitutes, say y'all can't sell no. So I would shake down the community. I'm gonna call the police on y'all. Why I need to add white people? And I'm helping us. So black people became my greatest enemy, helping their children. But I'm the ones getting their kids out the juvenile system. I'm the ones setting up the getting people license back reinstated. I turned away from everybody. I was having a mental breakdown every day, all day. Man, you talking about for almost 7-8 years. And I'm speaking in legislation. I'm doing trainings for the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. And I'm trying to maintain my GPA. Yeah, I had a mental breakdown.
Hey, Charleston on point right now. He don't need really no commentary. This is not the character. This is the real individual.
And this what caused the breakdown. Because I was used as a political pawn from the power structure. They needed a voice like mine that was dynamic, that challenged the black preachers. And I challenged them and I shamed them. So white people grabbed me and made me a poster child. They used me as a voice piece to go out into the black community to bridge the gap between law enforcement and the black community. So at the time, the federal government had just issued out a national initiative to 6 cities that probably could be the next Baltimore riots. So Fort Worth was one of those cities. It was called.
I don't think he wanted recognition. He wanted to make some change. He wasn't getting no changes done.
21st century community policing. So he kind of wanted to bring back beat cops, where the cops know the neighborhood. Put more.
This is in Dallas.
This is Fort Worth. So they had this program that the police department developed by way of this national initiative that was called procedural justice. Procedural justice was a new training aspect that was brought to new law enforcement to kind of have them more race sensitive, right? And they needed a black voice to go out. So I was one of the main voices that they used.
But what do you? TD Jakes is in Dallas, right? Have you ever done anything with him? What do you think about TD Jakes?
He for TD Jakes for his church. He not for the community.
He's for his church, not meaning members of his church.
He mean the Potter's house,
right?
Meaning a member. He for his church. That's his business. He not for Dallas. We don't see him nowhere doing nothing. His church or nothing. Now they got a prison reentry, but that's for the grant funding for his business.
Do you think he's a net positive to Dallas?
No.
To the black community?
No.
TD Jakes?
No. What do we do other than preach a good message to make our mothers feel good? Only to come back home and still drink wine and feel better. Playing a pussy with a rose to feel emo better. So all he is a feel-good preacher. No, man. The Bible says what you do for the least of those. I don't see no preacher, no church really doing for the least of those other than the poor churches that's amongst the least of those. You cannot take your big, beautiful church, build it out on the hill away from the people and think you can still reach the people. They can't walk to that church. And matter of fact, this church is so extravagant, it's ATM machines all over this motherfucker.
That's crazy.
And when it's time to pay tithes,
ATMs at a church is crazy with a capital K.
Poor people are excluded out of the black church.
What do you mean?
They're excluded. The preacher make you feel like you ain't got a soda seed. Who got a soda seed? They make you feel like if you ain't got no money to give. God don't need my money. He need my confessions. So, the black church full of shit that go for TD Jakes, all of them.
What do you think about Creflo?
Full of shit. Obsolete to the black people.
Right.
They have an audience, like I got an audience. If I lose a page, my audience come follow me like they're following. They're not for the community. I started from the community and develop a following.
You don't think TD Jakes is a net positive to community?
No.
Still, like, you know,
he preached other. Why is a preacher positive? How is a preacher?
Well, go back to what you said earlier when you said hip hop or the movies would come to the bad communities and they would convert. So what if somebody doesn't live in Dallas and they live in Kansas, they live in New York, they live in Arkansas, they live in London, and they watch him, they're like, they just like the way he delivers his message. Isn't that a net positive?
No.
Tell me why.
What does it do? It make you feel good for the moment. It make so church make you feel good for whenever, hey, hallelujah, pastor. You go back to the same problems, same conditions, and most people's lives don't transform.
You don't think people make decisions when they give their life?
No,
when they get baptized?
I think when people give their life to God, they going through something, they dealing with something. Soon as shit get back right, they sneaking and having unmerited sticks. They still getting drunk. They still masturbating. They still watching porn. I think everybody is full of shit when it comes to God because you're gonna do something against God every day. Stop trying to be perfect.
You believe in God?
Yeah, I do. But I ain't trying to live for God. God gave me a choice of free will. I don't want to be a godly man.
No, that's a fact. There is a preacher. I'm not sure if it was TD Jakes that locked the door for sure until everybody gave up some bread back.
You don't want to be.
I want to fuck a bunch of women.
So you made that decision.
Yeah. I get God on the deathbed.
Well,
but right
Mother
now,
said
I'm living for me. Fuck God. I believe in him. I get the same blessings if I believe, if I don't. The sun shines on the bad just like the rain fall on the good. Good things happen to bad people like bad things happen to good people. God ain't got nothing to do with that.
You think this is the right example on the way to live your life because you're saying you want to do net positive?
Man, listen, you live your life.
No, I'm not saying, no, those are two different things.
No, let me say, yes, I think it's the right message.
Tell me why.
Because can't nobody dictate to you about your life. God gave it to you.
No, that's not what I'm saying, though. That's not what I'm saying. You're right. You can do whatever you want to do.
I don't think God is real. I think God is questionable.
Well, then that's a different conversation. You just told me you said God is real. Then you changed it.
I said I believe in God.
Right.
Based on what my mother said.
But you don't believe God is real.
I read Revelation.
Yeah.
And I read Genesis. Now I don't believe God is real.
I've read Revelation and Genesis. You haven't read the majority and you made your decision. That's crazy.
Because I just told you about children being sex trafficked. Where's God for them?
By who, though? By who?
By whoever. I don't know.
By the people.
By what people?
By the people.
The government, whoever. So if God is real, why he don't stop those people? If God is real,
he gave free will to
okay. So that's why I don't think God is real. Because if God is real, why hadn't white people suffered for what they did to slavery? If God is really real.
So then for you, you're conflicted.
No, I'm not conflicted. I don't believe people know God to tell me God is really real.
No, originally you said you believe.
I believe in God. That don't mean I think he's real. I believe in the boogeyman. I don't think he's real. I believe in ghosts, the spirit. I don't know that real.
Do you have faith?
No, I got faith in me.
You got faith in you.
Because everything I heard about faith, I think is bullshit.
So let me tell you, who is the biggest man in your life that let you down?
None.
No man's ever let you down.
I've never been connected to a man.
Father.
Never been connected to him to be let down.
Did you ever meet him?
Never.
So that's the biggest letdown.
That's not a letdown.
But you never met him.
I had uncles and granddaddies to replace that letdown. You don't even know it's there.
But there's different.
No. Listen. Out of sight is really out of mind. There are many kids who father's gone and another replacement have stepped in and filled the void of the father.
There's a difference.
No. Man, listen, if you've never seen your daddy, you don't have attachment to it. That's bullshit.
Yeah, but that's a different story.
No, that's a childhood abandonment. That's a childhood abandonment issue that you hold in secretly. That don't affect you as a disappointment. You never expected nothing to be disappointed.
So I'm listening to you. And it's not your fault. I'm not sitting here saying anything that.
Man, I don't give a damn what you're saying. I'm telling you, I ain't never been.
For sure, wow. But the church is a nonprofit. This is not no nonprofit.
I understand.
Listen, I had a granddaddy. I had an uncle who kept me with him.
Yeah.
I don't know that's not my daddy. The presence of a man is the father, not the title.
Yeah, but when a man grows up eventually,
I don't get it.
You said something earlier.
Listen, when I grow up, I have no connection to a man. So no man, I ain't been hurt by a man. I had no connection to a man to be hurt. No expectation, no nothing.
Do you know what you said at the beginning of the podcast?
What?
You said something very powerful. You said, when you were a kid, you and your older brother, he was a big guy and he was in and out of juvie. And then your mother ended up having a daughter. I think you said
later in life,
she ended up having a daughter. And then mom worked for GM, and she worked after you guys got home. So she would prepare your meal. She would tell you to do the homework, and she's going to call at these times. You guys better be home or else. And she came home, and if you guys didn't do what she told you to do, she'd wake your ass up and talk to you.
Now, where the man at?
But exactly, that's what I'm saying. But because there wasn't a man, she couldn't check you to raise boys. I was raised by a single mother. You don't know what the
fuck you talking about. I'm telling you, I got uncles and granddaddy. You think my granddaddy them ain't around? Checking my brother them? We had men.
I'm repeating your words.
No. But I never told you it wasn't no man. You're assuming. I got a bunch of uncles and granddaddies.
I understand.
So if you know my so I had
a bunch of uncles and granddaddies. How many granddads can you have?
Presence of a male.
Right.
I ain't the black kid that grew up poor with no. I had plenty of men, well-to-do kid. I had my own room in the third grade.
You know what I love about you, Charleston? Let me tell you what I love about you.
Right now, he's being dishonest.
And I have so much respect for you. When I was a kid,
this is cap. This right here is cap. Charleston, no, this is cap.
And I was we didn't have a lot of money. We're like a, what do you call it? Section 8 and welfare kid.
See, I don't know what it's like to be poor.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, I don't know what it's like to be poor.
I'm telling you from my perspective.
Yeah.
But from my perspective, when I was raised that way in LA, Glendale.
Hi, Sarah.
I think we should give a $100 voucher to everyone whose junk we make disappear.
It's a great idea.
And we would have people that would come over and they would say things like, hey, let us get you this for Christmas. Let us get you this. And pour this, pour that. I hated it. I couldn't stand people looking down at us as if we don't have anything, as if we don't have any money. I hated it. I couldn't stand it. So I went to the army. And then eventually I ended up making my own money. I didn't want to be in debt to anybody. I didn't want any favors. I didn't want any of that stuff. Your level of the mentally, how powerful words have been in your life.
Let me just say this.
You sang a hip hop song at the beginning.
Listen, I come from love. Love conquers all. So I got a loving mother.
Yeah.
We live in a wonderful, affluent background. When I get hurt, I'm centered around love. I'm growing up in a hospital with loving nurses. I don't know my daddy not here.
Charleston is strong on his bullshit right now. He is strong on this bullshit.
I got number love. I got my uncle. I'm his favorite nephew. My name is Charleston. My nickname is Blue. My uncle was a pimp. I was born in 1977. There's a movie called Come Back Charleston Blue, 1976. My uncle named me. That's my daddy. So I always tried to be a pimp. Pimp on hold. Prostitute hoe. My daddy absent don't.
You validate my point.
So this is what I'm saying. So I had men. I had men. So I don't have no abandonment. I was a kid who grew up in a hospital setting, like a dog who been inside. Finally got to go outside and play as a kid. Nigga, I'm happy.
You so smart. You so smart, Cobb. I said you have 2 granddads. How many granddads do you have? You got 4 granddads? Got it. For sure. How did you get here then, Cobb? Where did you come from if you have 4 granddads? Where?
Yeah.
I'm happy. I just never been a kid before. And I'm attracted by what's wrong. So I wasn't hurt.
If I'm emotional, I can't. I don't know what you gonna call your broad. You must not have one.
The excuse most people like to use. That's not my excuse. I chose to do what I did because I thought that was a part of manhood.
I believe you.
Yeah.
I believe you.
So my uncle would paint pretty pictures of prison to me. So when I got to school at recess, I was telling my friend what I was gonna do when I get to prison, based off what they done told me. So it wasn't disappointment. It was a badge of honor. It's a badge of honor. As most black people kill with cold heart, it seemed like. It's not cold. They want that badge of honor.
He's so smart.
And I wanted it. One eye, small frame, couldn't play football. I want to be a part of something. Yeah, and I found something to be a part of. And it was everything I was looking for, coming from them negative uncles and my working mother's home. Her presence is gone. We just got a perfect environment, great environment, but we got this negative images to see that matches what we see on television.
Is she still around?
Yeah, mama's still around. Retired from General Motors, became a foster parent for like 30 years.
Dallas?
Yeah.
Still in Dallas?
Yeah, still in Dallas.
Your older brother?
My brother just come home from prison after doing.
You know what I hate? A nigga that can't admit when he wrong.
31 years for a murder he committed when he was 17. Now my brother was angry. He had a disappointment in his father.
He entitled to his own
Daddy show
opinion,
up, daddy
for
show
sure.
up. I never had dad to show up to disappointment.
Yeah.
So he was angry. I always angry. So I remember we was about the General Motors Arlington plant had transferred the people from Texas to Monroe, Louisiana. I remember watching TV one time. I probably about 10 years old. And out of nowhere, my brother looked at me and said, when I grow up, I'm gonna kill somebody. I ran after and told my mama, kid. My mother spanked him out of frustration.
How old was he?
He probably was 12.
What was he watching when he said this?
We were watching a Rambo movie.
And he said,
First Blood. He said, he just looked at me out of nowhere and said, with a sincere look, and it scared me as a kid. He said, when I grow up, I'm gonna kill somebody.
Got it.
Man, I ran after her. Hurry up and told my mother.
You been telling.
Because mothers have to work with very little support back then. That's a lot of support. She didn't have the luxury to sit down and try to understand where that root came from.
Right.
So he dealt with a lot of disappointment. He grew up angry. I grew up with love, just wanting to fit in. I didn't want to be the baby. I want to be treated. I was baby. I was coddled, but I was a brave heart.
Cobb, you must not know how to read. Nobody agree with Charleston on that point, you crazy man.
Couldn't wait to break free.
All goes back to the conversations we had when you're talking about how
Man, spam up that like button. I'm about to look at the poll. Let's see what we think about
things happen
Charleston.
with
what
the
we
African American community. When we talked about crack earlier, when we talked about mindset earlier, father policies, a lot of that. And today,
I'm not mad at Charleston for that. People for sure either understand him better right now, or if they don't understand him better, they pretending. For sure, 1,000%. 1,000%.
how old are you? Are you?
I'm 48. I just turned 48, May 17th.
So your brother's how old?
He turned 51.
So he just got it 3 years ago?
Yeah, he just got it 3 years ago.
3 years
From
ago.
17,
31 years.
Yeah, from 17 to
Shit.
17.
But you guys are still close.
No. You don't know your brother after 30 years?
That's what I'm saying.
We have got to the point where literally anybody.
I got a virtual pack out squad. I ain't tripping. Shout out to the best chat on YouTube, doing it up on this Monday, getting ready for this productive and promising week. You hear me? I seen this. I didn't know if it was clickbait or not. Say it ain't so.
Lord knows I ain't sitting a homie on no dummy mission.
Well, that dummy mission led to Gucci Mane showing up here with a young Drew feeling.
So they saying Gucci, Jeezy told back in the day in 2005.
Yes, Your Honor. All right. That's the case of State of Georgia versus Radrick Davis. My name is Jesse Law. Mr. Davis, you
It states the same thing. Just based on what the criminal history of Mr. Davis, we must ask for a
I asked him and confirmed that there was no attempt to serve him at a studio, at a residence. Accordingly, was confirmed there was no holds. Contacted.
What you mean for sure?
Knowing from doing this for a while, of information about my client, I do want to say.
Testifies about
After this, we're gonna get to some conspiracy theories. Dead homie.
Jeezy's cocaine selling. Type in your phone something like that. You're gonna see one of the who name it lights. Ralph Sims, the same that told about the limo that tried to say I told. Ralph Sims, Ralphie. Told on Jeezy, told everything Jeezy ever did. Jeezy had like 12. Jeezy had more statements on him than me.
Were you allowed to hand out bricks? No. Do you remember in those 1 or 2 times where J-Bo or Tito or someone told you to hand bricks to someone, who those people were? Yes. Who? One of them was Doc.
MQM. Who in your grandpa?
Or BI. Doc, did you say who the other one was, or you do not remember?
That's fair.
Yes,
Kathy.
Jeezy. Jeezy? Yes. We've heard some in this trial about a possible musician named Young Jeezy. Are you referring to the same person? Yes.
Blue Da Vinci for sure took a proffer. He should shut up. wrong
But no, he didn't get
messenger.
indicted because he did some other shit. I feel like that. I know some things he did, like he turned Meech cars into the feds. That same Porsche truck and that Ferrari I was talking about a while before he had came to Miami and doing some lie detector tests about this gun case he caught one year in 06 when I went to go meet him. We had a shootout, not against him, but some other, like when me and him start trying to talk, some other popped it off with us and we ended up having a shootout and he ended up going to jail for a gun. If anybody is familiar with that Miami case, him and Twin came back to do a polygraph test supposed to be for that shit. And the security said that the Meech cars pulled up on flatbeds, nigga, into the federal building when he went and did it, when he was inside for his meeting or whatever. So I know he turned in the cars. Ain't no telling what people be doing, bro. That's all I know he did. And then he told about House, the gun case that was already thrown out at the state level, and then the feds picked it back up. So everybody look up Big House. You look up Big House. He was security for Jay-Z. He was security for Big Meech. He was also security for Young Jeezy. Yeah, Jeezy put the people on his ass, and he'll let you know. You look him up, he talking his story, and you know, you got all these people with these accounts of these people that's out here. Sorry, y'all, I just be the bearer of bad news because 10 years go by and people act like they ain't never heard nothing, don't know nothing. Like,
what about you though, bro?
Hold on, the selective politics shit gotta stop.
What about you?
People came from like him coming to the house and chilling, borrowing the whips and borrowing cars and getting work from the homie. And
Brock, what's the deal, loved one? I see you comment on the post. He is live. What's poppin'? Shout out to my members.
you know what I'm saying? From that to him, like he'll beat spots and we want to pull up and he curve us. You feel me? You know, Def Jam at that point,
Now
Def Jam was
like that's crazy. Nah, hey, well, while you still, you know, got one on this earth for sure, go pop out and see him.
hard. They didn't want no more people that coming to their offices that can potentially they get, you know what I'm saying, caught up with the feds with. So they was pressuring Jeezy. I didn't know at the time. I'm on my man. We didn't get this dude money. And
we all was wondering. We all, as a community, are wondering how Jeezy skated off from that scot free. Everybody wondered.
Produced the records and he ain't clearing them. But like I say, he got away from us as far as like, you know,
magic.
At that point when he started rolling, his career started going like this. He was told to not affiliate with us like that. You know what I'm saying? He was told that.
I pushed the record out. It was on cot.
Hit that like button for sure. Double tap that screen. Shout out to the community. New content dropping daily.
300 and some spins a week on my BDS at the time. And I got a call from my team. It was like, bro, they talking about, it was like a Tuesday. I think it was a Tuesday, if I am mistaken. I was on the road on my tour bus and I got a call from my team and they said that on Thursday in 2 days, they're going to pull the record from radio if they don't get Jeezy and CTE's signature. They wasn't signed off for the record. So I'm like, what? I'm like, all right, hold on, bro. Let me call this and blah, blah, blah. So I called it. And this wasn't the first time I called about that. It was already mentioned before they dropped the shit. So they dropped it and we still didn't have the signatures. And I think it was dropped on good faith that we was going to get the signatures from Alan Grunblatt at Koch. They got the shit.
Globes in the chat. Drop them globes. We're a community from across the world. Not gonna lie.
They worked it out with Clear Channel or whatever. So you know what I'm saying? So the record could stay up there and they was telling them they're gonna have the paperwork or however it went. But them motherfuckers, I called Jeezy. He swear up and down to God in heaven. He signed off and all this shit. But I had my signature, then my signature for BMF Entertainment as the owner. Then we had Alan Nim's signature from Koch. Then we had.
It's time.
Blue Da Vinci doing a lot of talking for somebody who talked.
John Jackson, which is a fabulous name as an individual, fabulous, the artist. Then we had Skane and Clue for Desert Storm.
The Raiders are doing terrible.
Signed off, I had those signatures. I saw them with my eyes. Then I had, at this time, was Jay Brown's signature from Def Jam. He was the vice president of Def Jam at that time. I believe his signature was on my record for Def Jam. They had talks on like, bro, where you at? I'm just gonna pull up. I left my tour route and drove the bus all the way to Miami to go have a conversation with Jeezy about the record being signed off. And that's when that shootout happened that I was just talking about previously. I went to talk to him about that record. That's what the conversation was about. I was coming to meet him and confront him about the shit with all of this shit with me. And as soon as we start talking, Tula was walking down the street with dreads, and they're like, "Oh shit, there go Jeezy, dog." And they're like, "Oh, and Blue, that's Jeezy and Blue, nigga, that's BMF right there, nigga. Oh, bro, let us get a picture." And then my little cousin twin, Big Twin.
Kathy, you know you got your whole name on here. Is that your middle name? Just King Skitter, right on, loved one. Appreciate it, family, for sure. Doing it up every day. If you see me for 2 weeks, I appreciate you, family. Every member, the show is good from a true perspective and narrative. You
Yeah, he
hear
like,
me? Shout
oh,
out
nigga,
to
they
you,
ain't
bro.
taking no picture. You see, they trying to talk.
King Skidder.
So the little like, yeah, and then Twin fired him, boom, and that's what started that shit that ended up to the shootout. And me and him never talked about the record right there because that fight turned into a shootout, turned into we all ran, turned into Jeezy got locked up for the gun, and then later on, Jeezy went back to have a polygraph test about that situation. That was all about that day. I went to meet him to talk about why he didn't sign off on my record with me, him, and Jeezy, and they pulled it from the radio.
But then, when did you sign that proffer and talk to the feds? Put that in there too. But
Reason why he couldn't put his name on the contract because the contract ensues help to BMF, and they struck his ass down and told him they were gonna put your ass in prison.
I just grew up from there to like taking over all these surrounding counties. So anybody that know me, like we going down now, anybody that know me from that era can tell you, like I ran, 10, 15, 20 counties around me as a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like a real operation. My aunties and uncles and cousins, and everybody know this. Like it was like a family business. Like I ran all these counties, and I grew from that to, damn near taking over Georgia, and I grew from that to South Carolina, Alabama, Tennessee. So I was really running a Fortune 500 company at, 19, 20, 21.
So you was Birdman. Got it. You was Birdman. Understood.
Flannery and his brother Terry Southwest T. Flannery were running a coast-to-coast network that reportedly moved thousands of kilos monthly. BMF was unusually flashy for a drug organization. Their public lifestyle, club promotions, rap labels, exotic cars, parties gave the FBI tons of open source intelligence. The DEA, and the local police had their own probes, but the FBI was running a multi-agency task force. That's the DEA, the IRS, and local law enforcement. The critical break was the FBI getting Title III wiretap authorization. They intercepted phone calls of Southwest T and his lieutenants discussing drug shipments. Understand, that's how they ended up catching them. Agents also used pole cameras outside stash houses and safe houses in Atlanta, Detroit, and Los Angeles to track carriers, vehicles, and shipments. These wiretaps revealed details like code words, amounts, and logistics of how cocaine was being moved and money laundered. The IRS and FBI traced money through shell companies, BMF.
Ugly work. Ugly work. We about to get into the Sunday Cerebral edition. Shout out to the best channel on YouTube. It's been a lot of, yeah. We all like Jeezy old music. I gotta figure out my word verbiage on this. But yeah. About to get to the latest theories or non-theories. We bullying everything straight on this side. Shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you for grabbing that
To do
membership
throughout
for
the Charlie
sure.
Kirk shooting is remind myself that I don't know everything. Nobody knows everything. And we may not know the entire story ever. But there are some things that are clear to me that I believe are facts. And even though I believe they're facts, I also want to look at it from every possible angle. So that's what I'm going to ask you to do in this video specifically, because I think the whole idea that this was some kind of an inside job is actually blown to smithereens, for lack of a better word, the exit wound. You don't see that. At very least, what you one of the very first things is, well, if it comes from his opposite side, then there's going to have to be some kind of entrance wound that we would have seen along with the exit wound. You don't see that. At very least, what you will see with something really up close, even handguns and stuff will do this, is you'll see like soot and burn marks. Now, if you don't see it on Charlie, you would certainly see it on the t-shirt, right? He's wearing a white Freedom t-shirt. that actually clarifies a lot of what we're seeing here. Because it is a white t-shirt, we're able to see details that if he was wearing a dark shirt, we may have never known, right? These series could have just continued forever, really. But essentially, because he's wearing a white t-shirt, we clearly see there's no soot, there's no holes that go through his shirt, there's no holes that go through him that we can see here. To me, this kind of rips this whole theory apart that, oh, he, somebody in his team rigged him up with an explosive microphone. Now, another common theory that's going around is there's no autopsy report. Why don't we have that information? Well, it is Utah state law that an autopsy is performed anytime there's a homicide. So just because we don't have the results back, and just because everything was done super quickly, doesn't automatically mean that no.
His perspective is steered. Not gonna lie, that one is tricky, and I'm trying to keep my monetization on this video. That one is tricky. I'm gonna leave it where it's at.
The genius of Power Beats Fit is the soft, secure fit.
Who knew what was done so quickly? No, he just chilling and reading books is crazy.
You tell you this, and then I'll be the Muslim and give the answer.
Something. Oh, what was it? Everything they do, they wait like 50 years and they're like, yeah, so.
Shabby Bushkis! Shabby.
I think there's multiple of them. They just lied about the history so much.
Have you ever visited Houston, Texas? It is a beautiful city. But the video I just came across is something straight.
That they're all in their own worlds, doing their own thing. They're not paying attention to the world around them. And we all do it every day, whether you're driving, walking down the street. All of our lives are just as complex as everybody else's. Everything you have going on, they have going on. Nobody knows what everybody else is going through. We also need to be a little more self-aware and aware of the world around us.
That was deep.
You got to look deep to find the deep things. If all you ever do in your life is stay at the surface, you'll never find anything worth exploring.
That's fair. That's fair, my boy.
White House, pizza, and the kids and delivery driver.
Oh yeah, Chucky, this is you, bro.
Netflix just dropped one of the creepiest shows of the year, Wayward. And if you watch it, it's bound to blow your mind. So the story takes place in a quiet Vermont town with a so-called therapeutic academy for troubled teens. But behind that perfect town lies a twisted program of control, brainwashing, and psychological torture. And people that watch this are saying that they have schools like this here in the United States today. So basically, parents are sending their kids to this academy, thinking that this academy that they're sending their kids to is going to help them. But really, they're at this academy practicing some ritualistic shit. Some kids are going there because they're dealing with addiction. Some kids are going there because they're dealing with rebellion. If some of them are going just because they're being difficult. But this ain't the academy that they thought they was going to send their kids to. Let me say this. I don't usually suggest shows. I don't usually tell y'all what to watch. But this is one of those shows that you definitely need to watch. This shit will definitely keep your attention.
I'm confused. What happened, Brock?
All 8 shows. This shit will definitely keep your attention. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm out.
Just getting some fresh air. And I want to thank everybody for getting that video to 1 million views.
The Grease fires. That it was humanoid, but it was not a human. And as it was walking through the fires, it was not being burned. Take a look at this footage and tell me what you think. Could this truly happen? Some humanoid being that they captured on film? And if so, what is it?
Download the Epic Online.
Shout out to the best chat on YouTube. You know, Sunday we're gonna do it up and expand our mind. Well, Monday now, shit.
Oha!
Vallahi o yaktı galiba. Taş atıyor galiba.
Bak kaçıyor şimdi.
Kaçıyor.
Oha!
Vallahi o yaktı galiba. Taş atıyor galiba.
Bak kaçıyor şimdi.
Kaçıyor.
The way he moving, bro, looks not real.
This is nuclear physicist Dr. John Mullen. He discovered how to generate clean and free energy as opposed to oil. Days after this discovery, he died of arsenic poisoning. Dr. Don Wiley, he found the cure for
somebody is crazy.
He mysteriously disappeared and later was found deceased. Dr. Mark A. Smith, he found a treatment for Alzheimer's. He passed away in a freak accident. This is Frank Suarez. He apparently found the cure. He mysteriously took his own life a couple of days later. I don't know, folks. This is suspicious, blowing my mind when I found out about it.
For entertainment purposes, and what I'm saying or what I'm about to say is not true. It's all fake. Sometimes when situations happen and
scariest videos I've seen in a long time. So this is Noah. He was on a camping trip one night, and while he was on his way back from said camping trip, he decided to pull off the side of the road and catch some Z's. What ends up happening that night is something so chilling, something so horrifying.
Yep, that's it. There she is.
There's this very strange video circling the internet of what's supposed to be a very strange creature found frozen in Antarctica. I'm going to show you guys this video. Pay very close attention.
Oh, we got something big right there. So let's see what it is. Oh, there is another air balloon. What? I can't understand. What is that thing?
That green unreleased for sure. Gotta drop that logo.
This is a monster head!
What actually looks like some sort of humanoid creature can be seen in the video. I have no idea if this is some sort of alien humanoid creature or what the heck is this. But I found little information about this video. Check this out. This is really creepy.
I just cannot believe my eyes. Guys. Oh my gosh. That's a monster head. Look, that is his eyes, his giant
a monster.
mouth. That's his head. Or maybe there is a whole body of a monster right under this.
you see this tongue, the nose, bruh. Damn.
Y'all have got to see this video uploaded to TikTok by Brianna Lynn 96.
It was taken on her parents' security cameras in Louisiana.
Be some strange things
Today,
going on.
Brianna's parents got a notification that there was a truck in their driveway. And when they checked it the next morning, this is what they captured. You see it starting to form, and then it looks like it lands right in front of the camera, and then it looks like it's looking through something or looking at something. I'm not too sure what this is, but you can see eyes and a nose and what looks like a very large mouth. And if you don't remember, at the beginning of the year in Louisiana and Alabama and stuff, there were those drones that nobody could figure out where they were coming from.
LJ
And
be
if
on
you
point.
look really
Broken
closely, it
development.
looks like an arm lands, like it catches itself right here. And then it starts to form, and then the face forms, and it's looking towards something. Many people believe that this is an alien. What do you guys think about this? Let me know.
On June 23rd of 2023, a man named Pablo Dosdor was exploring the woods with his dog when all of a sudden, they see a strange-looking building in the distance. Pablo and his dog approach this mysterious building that, for whatever reason, was built in the middle of nowhere. They get really close to the place before suddenly stopping dead in their tracks. Pablo can't explain it, but he can't shake the feeling that something ominous resides within this building. Now, the video that Pablo took was actually taken a few days after he came here. He was here before, and the video he took during his initial visit has left him wondering if this place might be haunted or cursed.
Yeah, I do, Brock.
Bueno, encontramos una escalera. Vamos a ver si podemos acceder.
Now, it's worth mentioning that not once in any of Pablo's previous explorations has the camera malfunctioned, except here. Although it could be a coincidence, the following video has left him convinced that something supernatural resides within this place. On his second visit, something happened that left him pretty spooked. Take a look.
Creators. Hey, shout out to the best chat on YouTube. Man, it's all about showing each other love. Real recognized, real is understood. Don't gotta be explained. Hey, take it, you feel me, in chunks, just little, small, little steps. You feel me? Just a reason.
No, wow. Pequeña esquina. Calle Draco. Calle acá. Ah, bueno.
Crazy work.
Tenemos una escalera.
You was 10, you was woke young, my boy. They're like, what are you doing with your day?
Sí, definitivamente se nota
Like,
que...
why? Why are you and your dog here?
Bueno, muy baja la entrada. Wow.
His name Pablo and his dog named Draco.
Draco, vení.
Draco is crazy. I thought you was playing.
Definitivamente no quiere entrar.
No, Draco
es por algo. Vení, Draco.
No. I'm not stupid.
Realmente me siento como bastante acelerado el pulso. Hay una energía definitivamente fuerte. Draco, vení, él me sigue todo. Vení, entra. Eso. Oh.
Bro, my dog ain't rocking with it. I'm definitely
bueno, me voy
not.
acá.
What I'm gonna do?
Me voy acá. Me voy acá porque no estoy empezando a sentir bien.
This abandoned building, which apparently is an old church, has left not only Pablo unsettled, but his dog as well. Draco, the dog's name, seems hesitant to go inside.
Bro.
Initially, Draco is seen walking about without any problems, but for some reason, the inside of this church scares him.
No,
Pablo even states that something about this place doesn't
somewhere where your name could be Pablo and your dog
sit
name
well
is
with him.
Draco.
The legend is true, as he states, the church is haunted. Now fast forward to a few days later, and Pablo is back at this place during the nighttime.
Bro.
Draco is also with him, but just like before, something happens that Pablo can't seem to explain.
Weekend.
Watch.
And where Pablo stay at? Around the corner? What's wrong with him? Why are you stepping so hard, bro? This guy is brave for sure. No, this guy, he's not brave. No,
Poco
no, I'm not
nervioso,
with that.
debería decirlo.
This is unnecessary. Your life doesn't need this. You can go without this in your life.
Vení, Draco, vení. Draco, por fin subió. Vení. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Por qué no querés estar acá? Vení. ¿Qué hay? Draco.
Draco, out.
Draco.
Draco's gone, bro. He's not dumb.
So then, could it be that Draco is sensing something frightening or ominous? Or is something else causing him to act this way? Just what exactly was making Draco so afraid?
Look, to me, dogs are perfect for.
Yes.
Hey, for everybody wondering, this is I am Q half P Adamu from
Move again. Keep moving. Keep moving. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God. I cannot believe it. Whoa, shit. Holy.
Thanks to Purdue Global.
What do you see?
Whoa. Niggas ain't crazy, B. They talking about. Move again. Move again, please. One more time, one more time. Let's go. Y'all saw that shit, cuz. The nigga is not.
Everybody go crazy when they see this.
Had the opportunity over the years to interview, again, people who have worked at the test site at Groom Lake. One gentleman spent 12 of his 30 years in black programs at Groom Lake. When I asked him, I said, first of all, I said, do you believe in UFOs? And he looked at me with a straight face in one-on-one. He said, absolutely, positively, they do exist. I said, can you expand upon that? He said, no, I can't. About a year later, we were talking about, again, activities at Groom Lake. And I asked him, I said, you know, can you really tell me what's happening out there? He said, well, there's a lot of things that are going on there that I won't be able to tell you until the year 2025. But we have things in the Nevada desert that would make George Lucas envy.
There was an event that took place back in the late 40s known as the Babylon Working Ritual. Now, this was a ritual that was carried out by Jack Parsons, JPL. You know, people will even to this day say that JPL stands for Jack Parsons Laboratories, but on paper, it's Jet Propulsion Laboratories. JPL is major. It's a historic, so much surrounding this, so much history here. Jack Parsons was not professionally trained, yet he was tapping into high technology and building rockets. How do you do that without any type of formal training? There were no rocket programs in America before Jack Parsons. This is paramount to understand. This guy was tapping into, theosophy, Thelema, the religion of Aleister Crowley. He was a disciple of Aleister Crowley, and he was working with L. Ron Hubbard, who was the founder of Scientology. Interestingly, not only did L. Ron Hubbard start Scientology, but he was a science fiction writer. The movie Battlefield Earth with John Travolta, well, that was written by L. Ron Hubbard. Interestingly, also, John Travolta is a Scientologist, right? Now, I mention this because this is a man who writes science fiction, yet he started a religion based on science fiction There has to be something in there where he's getting these clues and these ideas. He's getting these from another realm.
Of supernatural activity that took place after that ritual was performed.
Babylon Working was successful, according to Jack Parsons. Matter of fact, Parsons said in his Antichrist Manifesto that they were successful and that a child was conceived in that act, and that there was a spirit known as Hilarion. The government puts together this group that says, we're going to get answers to what exactly took place out there in the desert in California by Jack Parsons and L. Ron Hubbard. They go to Jack Parsons. And keep in mind, Jack Parsons is also working with the government. He's now been given, special privileges on things. So they go to him and they say, Jack, all of this stuff that's happening right now, did you do this? And he said, I think so. Now, shortly thereafter, Jack Parsons blows himself up in a lab. Accidental. It was not intentional. Belief was that whoever opened up the portal had to close the portal. Well, Jack Parsons is now, and the federal government is now having to understand and depict exactly to the public what's happening here. And so this group is researching, and out of that group, they finally start to make some headway. They know they're dealing with entities. And so in all of that, they begin to try to make contact with those entities, maybe for some help, maybe because they're trying to figure out how to close this thing. Maybe they're trying to figure out how to undo what Jack Parsons did. So they go through satanic rituals to communicate, because that's the only method of communication that they know that works to contact these entities. In doing this, there's a small faction known as the Collins Elite. But once they began to engage in satanic rituals and magic and alchemy, this group says, hey, you know what? This is not what we signed up for. This small group raises up. It's a faction. It's a counterpoint group, which means that they are no longer in agreement with the big group. They have a different opinion. They say, we have a Christian worldview. This goes against our Christian worldview. And so they see that entities are being channeled and communicated with. And now technology is being given through these rituals to these other members of the government. So the Collins Elite says, whoa, this is dangerous. You guys are really playing with fire here. We can't support this. We can't do this. And they came up with this idea that the aliens were going to take over, and that in order to protect our country from the aliens, from the entities, they believed that we needed to instate a forced theocracy based on the law of Moses. Okay, this was what's known as a limited access program, or an LAP. A limited access program means that nobody in Congress has to know about this.
The Collins Elite were a counterpoint group within different governmental organizations that were party to.
Confuse me, bro. Confuse me, not gonna lie. Shout out to the best chat on YouTube.
Been known to do genetic experiments on humans and animals, especially during the time of the dinosaurs. They have been known for infiltrating less advanced planets by first offering technology in exchange for resources, because they know that these civilizations are looking for technological advancements. Infiltrating planets from the inside is their specialty, and it is easier to take over civilizations using this technique, which is exactly what they're doing for Earth. This is why you hear a lot about elites being reptilians or having reptilian connections, because they're doing this exact same technique for Earth through the elites. Apparently, they have a hierarchical system which includes the elite reptilians having wings. And I keep hearing about this through government officials, CIA agents, people who channel ETs, and it's even depicted in movies. Throughout my research, I keep coming across that at the top of their hierarchical system are dragons, and they haven't polarized the positive or negative, they're neutral. So many shamans have told me this too. They have chosen to advance technologically instead of spiritually, meaning that they have chosen not to advance spiritually at all and repel anything related to the universe and love. This is very common for lower vibrational civilizations. This may also surprise you, but not all reptilians are bad. There are actually split off groups that are high vibrational and are traveling far and wide across the universe to help civilizations like ours. Overall, I want you to know that this civilization has millions of years of history in our universe, and especially on our planet. If they aren't one of the most ancient, they're one of the most dangerous.
I got a quick question.
You know how they said that there's some good ones and there's some bad ones, right? And there's some good. I ain't trying to come across them.
So the sun is right there. Can't see because of that tree.
It's not good to know everything. That's real.
Especially for demons, garbage, is sulfur.
Was who she hangs out with. Oprah Winfrey is a slave trader. How is she a slave trader? Does the name John of God ring a bell? There's a reason why Oprah is so powerful, and it's not pretty. What do we know about Hollywood? We know that you pretty much have to be compromised to be at a certain level in Hollywood. Who's at the top levels of Hollywood? This is not rocket science, guys. This is not rocket science.
Rest in peace to Isaac Cappy, man.
So think of it.
This shit get tricky. Shout out to the best channel on YouTube. We're gonna get to one more video before we get up out of here. Doing it up before we get to this great Monday. We're gonna see if Say Nash is the reason for Young Thug phone calls, which I already know.
That's what I want to talk to you about. What are your thoughts on his RICO case and him representing himself?
He had to. The thing about it is when you do that, and I'm pretty sure you can attest to this, some of them lawyers
How do I feel about it? Bruh. It's levels. It's levels, King Skidder. It's a lot of levels. And once you reach that one level, then you get the real information. So until somebody pop out with that real information,
other
don't
side,
know.
the prosecutors, they're holding back info while you're going through and fighting for your life. The feds, they speeding it up. You know, in states, you talking about 3 to 4, 2 years or something like that. The feds, they want you out of there in less than a year. So if you constantly holding back info against me, that realistically you're supposed to share with my lawyer, and I feel my lawyer ain't keeping it 100 with me, yeah, I'm gonna counsel myself because I need to set myself up. You can't tell my story better than I can tell my story. So not only that, you dealing with the feds, you dealing with intelligent individuals who done been here before, more than likely, or know what the hell they got going on. Now, I'm not saying he running through and discussing his case or anything like that, but as far as law libraries and all this shit, like, he's in a situation where, in my opinion, he didn't have a choice because it was rumored. It was heavy rumors. Even in his filing for him to be his own lawyer, they were saying, bro, I'm not getting my paperwork. So how the hell I'm about to fight for my life and y'all holding stuff back from me? Nah, I got to do it this way. I don't feel like he had a choice, honestly, to be fair. Like, anybody who really paid attention and read the motion, like, you know, I do, he didn't have a damn choice, even if he didn't want to.
All right, now let's switch gears here because there's a lot been going on with this Young Thug stuff. Yeah, you know what
I'm
about
just
to
the
go.
culprit right here. She put me up to it.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
she
Shout
the
out to Butterscotch. Yeah, she the artist out here in Dallas. We're gonna get to your story next. Oh, well, should I start? So, I'm trying to see where I want to go here because,
You want to start at the beginning and how it happened?
yeah, let's go there.
So this week leaked the Young Thug phone calls.
All right, 2023. I got my hands on some tapes and I just leaked a little bit. I knew what I was supposed to leak. And it was one of the most annoying tags in, I want to say, Twitter history. It's Teddy Nash exclusive. You know what I'm saying? So I dropped that and it went insane. A lot of people don't remember this in 2023. So then I get hit up. I don't say no names unless they make it public. So if nobody ever say anything public and they keep it private, they ain't never got to worry about me leaking nothing out. That just ain't how I operate. But that happened. I get hit up like, hey man, what the hell? This and that. But at the same time, already done sent like a longer piece out to somebody that sent it out to academics. So basically it's a phone call where he say, hey, well, go ahead and do this and this and that, basically dissing Gunna because of Gunna's plea deal, which was lame. But that ends up happening. Then, and this is where
picture this. A glove that sustains.
Scientology is strange, bro. Strange.
I don't want to say strategically came out, but I knew I had to go on attack mode because I put out a video, and this is where me versus them came about. Yatha had a son that's like 17 or 16 years old in an apartment with this little girl, and he pulled out a gun on live. Gun pointed at her head and all this shit. Mind you, this is all on Reddit. So anybody who know anything, first of all, I don't follow celebrities. I only follow people that follow me. I'll follow some news outlets, but other than that, I don't give a damn who you are. If you're not following me, I'm not gonna follow you at all. I just don't care. So I make commentary on that because youngins out here, these people don't F with me, this, that, and this, that, and this, that. And I'm a father. So I know when you got to be hard on your son, he gonna buck and he gonna rebel. And the day and age of your kids yelling in the house don't exist. They gonna yell on social media. So I make the video. And the problem with a lot of people, well, the problem that I have with a lot of people watching my videos is they look at the title, they look at the thumbnail. They don't watch the whole entire video. So they already captivated to think something, and I may drop something else. This happened with like Sauce Walker ass, where I say, you know, youngin is wrong. He gonna be headed for jail. But I understand, you know, the family and stuff like that going, damn, we gotta wash our hands from you. That's where the turn happened. That's where I started, man, F you. We don't F with you. You were this, you were that. And Fonnie Willis said this about you and all this shit. Mind you, they had already said this bullshit before. I just was like, man, come on now. So we're in court. I just dropped something to him. I'm like, if I ever work for the DA's office, this, and this, and then they shut the hell up. So now, all of a sudden, a year later, your son do this, and now y'all mad at me? I'm really trying to shame him into being a little kid. Then I just started noticing certain people started unfollowing me, certain Instagram messages. Nigga, F you and that. I said, oh, now y'all, all right, cool. Now I got y'all. So there's a lie of a rumor that exists that says that I never dropped a Young Thug audio interrogation video on my shit. It does. You can literally look it up. Young Thug, Lil Wayne bus shooting interrogation video. I dropped that in November 2023. The comments then are drastically different than the comments are now. Now, did I sprinkle a little papaya on some shit? You know what I'm saying? Did I put a little paprika on some shit? Hell yeah. You damn right. I know how to fight. If I can't get you with the fists, I'm going to get you with the legs. I can't get you with the legs, I'm going to grab you. And if I grab you, I'm biting you in the face. And that's what I did. I just started the empire because I already told them and I gave fair warning. I said, them calls about to come out the day before it happened. And then that's when you see PB Roscoe say that, Nash, you the police and I'll beat you up. You won't say this shit to my face, little ass nigga. And I'm like, bruh, if you ever see me in real life, I promise you, that energy that you have is going to dissipate out your body. Because
why you think that? He just got out the pen from doing a 10-piece. What makes you so tough? Teddy Nash. Living next to a Scientology building is crazy work.
that ain't how I'm coming. So that led to him dissing me. So now Young Thug people is on the phone with me the morning before. Y'all go on this campaign. Y'all drop my Cash App. That's 3 strikes in one day. You out of there. So, hey, here's this. Start dropping those. And I
So you're a petty blogger, Teddy Nash?
tore that shit down. Burnt it the hell down.
So you try to. So the rumor is that you try to extort Young Thug.
I ain't never tried to extort nobody a day in my life. Young Thug said it was a lady who wanted and got $50,000. I've never wanted an interview from Young Thug. I never wanted a penny from these niggas. I never asked for it. The only thing I ever asked him and his team for is to look out for 2 other individuals who were covering the case that were there every single day. Dennis Byron and infamous Sylvia. That's it. I'm good without. Like, I didn't massively win on that goddamn case at all. Like, my money now, even before those audios, I did more money this year than I did that whole year doing the damn Young Thug case. So
shout out to the community. Shout out to the chat. We at 2K. We hit 2K today. Doing it up. We done had the channel for 5 weeks. This is the 6th week now. Shout out to the global gang community. Dead homie.
You know, it's certain shit behind the scenes that I can't speak on, but for them niggas to diss me and do all this weird ass shit and try to get me out of the paint, because I always ask people this: what
2K in 6 weeks is major for sure.
would have happened if Young Thug and his team plan would have worked? If them dropping that damn cash
with 500K views, 500K plus. Shout out to y'all.
And then saying that shit that they said online and behind the scenes. What if that would have worked and they would have got me up out of here? The message would have been, you should have stayed your ass in your place. But now, because I'm victorious, now I look like the bully, even though I'm the one who's responding. I got slapped in the face. I just punched in the nose and kicked in the nuts. That's all that is.
So what are your thoughts on Pee Wee Roscoe says on site when he see you?
I hope. I pray to God. I pray to God everything.
Seti, when did he become so tough on this podcast? I'm confused. We got 2K though on the dot. Shout out to the community.
He say something to whether you want to box on Aiden Rose platform or me coming to Las Vegas, because I know where you was at in Vegas. I know exactly who you was with. I know exactly where you lay your head at. So you can go in.
Why are you talking about it?
Ahead.
Talking about it on the internet is crazy work.
And talk that tough talk, but he thinks for some odd reason, he thinks I'm like some 5'5", 400-pound little dude. So he think like he real life gonna walk up on me.
I believe it, Mars Queen, for sure.
Me and do me something. I'm pretty sure you looking at me when I got out that goddamn truck, niggas not finna run up on me and play with me. Not in this like I wish the
who was the couple. Well, on the left side of the screen, right side in real life, that's Seti Nash, a blogger. The female, who knows?
I'll bounce the nigga on the ground. I will physically try to bounce him like a damn basketball. But he can get paid with his rat ass. You know, you can get paid with your snitch ass. You the reason Young Thug was in the damn interrogation room. Young Thug was chilling in jail. They snatched his ass out of jail and asked him these questions.
We have got to the point.
He talking to let them know who? Let the police know?
Hold on, who's the reason Thug was in the interrogation room?
Pee Wee Roscoe is the reason why his ass was in that interrogation room. Young Thug doesn't notice.
This the dude who dropped
Young Thug really don't notice. Because if you listen to that audio, he kind of confuses shit. Like, people believe once you go in the interrogation room, you in the wrong. But it's like, nah, I'm trying to hear y'all might slip and say something stupid. You know what I'm saying? So that's what he's spinning them, but at the same time, P. Roscoe the reason for that. He literally, in his motion, said, why are y'all not charging Birdman and charging Lil Wayne, but y'all charging me? I called Young Thug before I did this, and I called Birdman right after. These are things that were brought up in court to figure out how the Lil Wayne bus shooting happened. And
Pee Wee was telling
this nigga didn't even do it. The whole Atlanta knows Pee Wee Roscoe did not shoot up Lil Wayne's bus. And it's crazy because he actually technically could have did some flawed shit, but did some worse than flawed shit. So, you know.
Naomi,
by the way, he
what's
said that
the
paperwork
deal?
is fake.
Remember.
Pee Wee Roscoe, if that paperwork is fake, I just want to ask your lawyer. I know your lawyer, Manny Aurora. I know him personally. I can literally send him a text and say, hey, is this paperwork real or fake? If he says yes, you lied. So do I believe a truth-telling lawyer or a lying-ass little Pee Wee Roscoe? I don't know. But, you know, we can still set up that boxing match for sure. I can't wait.
As far as Young Thug sitting in the interrogation room, is he still considered real to you?
Depends on everybody's definition of real. I don't think he did nothing wrong because that's what they do. That's what some of these niggas in Atlanta do. They spin it. They just spent. He
That
didn't.
is an Atlanta thing for sure. I've never heard of that being so regular nowhere else but
Saying
Atlanta.
it wasn't his fault he was in there. The nigga that they asked about is the reason he in there. So you got to figure it all out. I never called the nigga a snitch, but anybody who wants to, there you go. Shit. Because technically, you could say you gave a motive. Technically, you could say, well, you said these niggas that he dealt, he gave him weed. All right, well, shit. You say that he gave him weed. That could be the reason for the damn bus shooting. You could say, man, he might have got over on him on some pounds or
10 a.m. in the UK for sure. Shout out to the United Kingdom.
it don't
Global
matter. Niggas
gang.
get shot in the hood for $5. You know what I'm saying? So it could be the same for that stuff. Though, nah, but did he talk too much? Yeah, all that cool shit. I really think in his head, based off of the nigga that I know, he really think he in there really working his mojo. Don't even know, like, nigga, y'all don't have the mental capacity nor the education or technology to do shit. The state, the DA, they all upgrade every single day. They upgrade every single year. This is why you see budgets continuously go up. This is why you see people who are everyday cats get hired to come in and decode lingo. That's like a
The chat be killing it.
$30,000 a year job for every department in America, in every major city. This is how they know everything. Well, part of the reason.
Being a nigga that go break down lingo to the feds and clock in every day is
If you
wild.
was to bring him to the hood like you did Woody, would you think you get the same feedback?
He was just in the hood.
With you?
Nah, not with me. Nah, he just was at the Marathon Burger. Niggas ain't trip on him. He just was at the Marathon Burger. Ain't nobody worried about Young Thug because the thing is we from California. Our rules are completely different. You know, it's a little wannabe blogger who dedicated his whole life to me, mad because of a blogger who did something that he say flawed, but California say, nigga, that's the way they do shit. So we ain't got no say so on how they do things. End of the day, you can't do it over here, but for them, that's what they do. So it is what it is. Did he get anybody arrested? No. Did he send anybody up the river? No. But end of the day, you weren't supposed to be in there. You definitely was not supposed to be in there at all. So there's that. Granted, you was trying to figure shit out, like they, you know what I'm saying, like what they calling me for. But at the same time, shit, it is what it is.
How do you personally separate the rap game from the street game?
It should have been
So he was bitter. That's why he dropped the call. Yeah, okay.
You gotta look at it this way. The nigga who doing the most talking, he talking about crimes. I'm not rapping. I'm standing on the side of this nigga. So they may think, oh, little A right here with the pistol, little B right here with the, you know what I'm saying, with the plugs, all this shit. Like, rappers ain't supposed to be street. That's where niggas mess up every single time. No rapper is supposed to be street. And if you are a rapper and you street, leave the damn streets alone. You can't have 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Free casting over 2 times. When y'all do this shit, every single time you making yourself hot because they gonna look at everything, your analytics. They already know, bro. Oh, he just sold 80K records this month. I mean, this first week. We know that he in a 360 deal. We know this. We know a whole bunch of things. You go on interviews and y'all talk about it. The label's messing me up. This person got me. You don't think these police that listen to you niggas songs, watch you niggas interviews, you don't think they don't know the gripes that you have? Then they see you niggas in states like Texas and Georgia smoking hella weed, popping all type of pills. You think they ain't finna try to figure out, damn, this nigga, he do run around with like $50,000 cash. That nigga, he smoked like 4 grams in a blunt. It gotta be a turkey bag back there somewhere.
4 grams in a blunt.
So it's stupid.
Yo, federal breakdown like the police is crazy, Seti.
Shit that they do like that, and they real life believe police don't think this. I don't know if these niggas don't know the difference between a police officer and a detective. I swear to God, I don't think they really know this shit. There's a whole different landscape of officer that y'all fail to fucking realize. And that's one of the things that these rappers do way too much. You're never going to be real enough. I don't give a damn if you smoke 10 people, you beat it, you wear all the jewelry, you got all the damn money, nigga, you do all of this shit, you still never gonna be real enough. We got a black billionaire from rapping who decided I'm gonna sell liquor, clothes, entertainment, contracts, and this nigga's not real. You niggas are some of the dumbest individuals. Real is to yourself. These streets are stupid. They designed to trick you. They designed to lie to you.
They're trying to send itself back, getting involved in all this shit.
These streets literally, it's older niggas who live stories they didn't even do. They literally live through what other people have done. And that's the shit that everybody knows but won't nobody ever say.
He sound like the police. I don't know if his opinion is valid, but he's saying the process right.
But nah, rappers should not be street. They need to separate that shit instantly. Once you start rapping, bro, you're supposed to be treated like an athlete. Hey, man, you're going to be the one. Teach him this. Right. Hey, teach the homie how to graphic design. Teach the homie how to engineer. Teach this, teach that. We got to get the fuck out of the streets. I thought we were supposed to get money. You can't get money when you constantly fighting for your life. You constantly fighting jail, and you constantly fighting for a reputation that you never going to get. And by the time you get it, you're going to be dead. Behind the walls or in the dirt. Oh, that's the homie. That's street nigga. He got a whole life sentence. His grandma died. His mama on the way out. His son then had grandkids. He won't never get to physically touch his grandchildren in the next 10 years. All the accolades, all the things that's breaking the cycle, you don't get to experience. You only get to read about it or hear about it through some phone. That's it, man. Fuck that shit. My bad.
What's one of the rappers you feel you cross, one of the realest rappers you cross paths with?
Ooh. Nah, that's gonna be biased, man.
Shout out to the
That's
two more
gonna be biased as hell. One of the realest, they ain't gonna like this. It'd be Wiz Khalifa, bro. Like, it was chill. I did security for him. He was hella chill. Like, bro wasn't extra out. He was respectful to everybody. Like, to me, that's real. Like, it's three ways to get into the building: the boss, the CEO, and the janitor. And that's type of nigga who'll shake everybody's hands. Some of these other niggas, high and mighty. They got the most sauce, the most drip, the most aura, the most all of this shit. But the ones who treat people well, man, them the niggas that got the real loyalty. Them the niggas that got niggas on skateboards that'll dive in your shit. Them the realest niggas. Like, to be fair, like, how you treat people to me make you real. I don't give a damn about you squeezing the gun. It's, you know how easy that is? Like, that's easy as hell. That's why niggas don't fight.
Hey, shout out to the best chat on YouTube. As 79% of the people that said Charleston White had a point. So the chat once again rock with Charleston. We see why said he just dropped the phone calls. And we're gonna get to this before we get up out of here just because I want to see it. Or did we see this yesterday?
You know you ain't gonna do nothing to no man. It's 2-time, man.
Oh yeah, we did. Shout out to the best chat on YouTube. We gonna be here tomorrow. You hear me? 8:30 Pacific Standard Time, maybe 8 o'clock. We gonna do it up as usual. Shout out to my mod. Shout out to my team. Shout out to Brock. You hear me, for dropping that membership. Shout out to Mars Queen Marlene. Young Chucky, my dog. Shout out to Drifter. Reading books. Appreciate you tapping in once again. Your perspective is always welcome. LJ, Larry Johnson. Shout out to Phone Them for sure. Intellectual Street Views, episode 36. Shout out to Cash M. Where my other dog at? Hold on. He was doing it up in here with us for sure. Oh, nah, me and I and my dog. Shout out to Kathy for sure for doing it up with the community. Shout out to all my new subs. We passed K. You already know all money ain't good money, and slow motion always and forever better than no motion. No days off. You know how we do. Stay down till we come up. You know how we gonna take it out. Shout out to the best channel on YouTube, Brian H. Appreciate you, brother. What's the deal? You know we gonna do it up every night. We don't know how to take days off. We're going to keep these trap doors open. Shout out to my top mod Drifter, too. Don't get it twisted. Shout out to Dre the Virgo, for sure.
Run that shit. That ain't good enough for me.
Oh, fool! Shout out to Cash with the K.
Hey y'all, all night long trapping for weeks. Baby mama handling my business all through these. Can't take no for answer cause I'm a king. You to reward myself every month by grabbing a piece. I'm backing in the park at the lake, finding my peace. You getting used to being broke, I'm getting used to eating. Phone doing numbers like Curry do at the 3-point. Set you some goals and go achieve them. Believe it or not, best idea is yours. You gotta believe. Ain't shit for freaking up your ass, take a swing. Don't feel comfortable eating shit in the morning if I ain't make no teeth. And if I running some old math teacher, I might do him a G. And at the end of the night, pouring good cup, counting teeth. And every day I leave the house, pockets on eat. Run it up, stuff it away, and keep repeating. Work like a dog, so enjoy myself over the weekend. Nigga, we eating. I said, nigga, we're eating. Just mash all my thoughts together and start to believe it. Oh shit, yeah, we eating. Thank the Lord, we fighting, we eating. Just mash all my thoughts together and start to believe it. Just put 2 and 2 together, make 6. Oh, I can't believe it.
Man, if you're new to this channel, go ahead and bang that subscribe button. Spam up that like button. Double tap the screen before you get up out of here. All money ain't good money. Slow money always. Slow motion, damn show, always better than no motion. We gonna do it up each and every day. Shout out to the global community. What's the deal? What's the deal? Positive vibes only. Crazy.
Ain't no doctor, but I'm losing all my patience. Bitches let it block itself. It's a motherfucking space. Do that shit again. Make it public, think we in relations. I'ma do a spin move like a nigga in the matrix. Out of state, switching lanes. Me and Trey like we racing. All this ice around my neck got me froze like a glacier. On the road with your bitch to a date. I'm about to take her. You won't see this hoe again once I get her in my stable. Go hard for all my niggas in the pen and ain't able. Go yard, hold the blow a nigga like some angels. Still posted on the front. I be welcome where you can't go. Purse first, bitch. I thought you said something, but I couldn't hear it. What? I thought you said something, but I couldn't hear it. I thought you said something, but I couldn't hear it. With all this money around me, pussy nigga can't get near it, can't get near it. I thought you said something, but I couldn't hear it. I thought you said something, but I couldn't hear it. I thought you said something, but I couldn't hear it. With all this money around me, broke bitch can't get near it. I done bossed up. I woke up this morning to a quarter in a soft cup. 86-inch on the wall, cup with a wall up. 86 bins ain't a foreign, put your car up. That old ass whip sounding like it came from Walmart. Bust a pack with Zig in this bitch, we gon' have a ball. Well, let's see who get the ball first. Passing never ball hard. Baby, I'm a P, you gotta pay to hit my call off. Bought a double C, now she should 98 in the 4-door. Baby, I can't see it, me being with a poor whore. Mini shopping spree on Valentino in Dior store. Money on the floor, so I gotta get it. Naked women on the top floor while I'm eating chicken. Said something I can hear you 'cause insufficient. Running to them racks like a nigga in a scrimmage. Said something I can hear you 'cause them funds is sufficient. Middle of the summer, turn this bitch into Christmas. I thought you said something, but I couldn't hear it. What? I thought you said something, but I couldn't hear it. I thought you said something, but I couldn't hear it. With all this money around me.